Howdy, everybody. Howdy, Fanny. Welcome in. Welcome in. Want to say how long because I have an exam? Oh, good luck with the exam. Yeah, the fucking the minute I go live, if like Twitch bots are crazy. Like Twitch spam bots are crazy because the second I go live, I get a yo buddy just followed you in like weird ass font. I'm like, okay. I was watching a Jubilee video. Oh good lord. Yeah, not the smartest decision. We do have a I guess a form of a special guest on the stream today because I have a Pippin in my lap. I have a cat in my lap. And she's very snuggly and will nuzzle her head into my chin. So if I make weird comments that I'm talking to Pippin. Yeah, so my brother and his wife are doing their anniversary thing up in the mountains. And so they aren't here. And so this fuck ass cat is so obsessed with people. Like she just adores people. And so she needs someone to like be on pretty much at all times. And so because I am the only person in the basement, she has chosen me to just snuggle with. So like all of yesterday I had her in my lap pretty much. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous, yeah. She's making bread on my arm. You have been chosen? Oh, I'm not going to. The only time I resist is when she decides to start having bath time on me. I'm sweating. I hate hot weather. Yeah, this is why I am in my air-conditioned basement hiding. So happy Father's Day to the fathers. Yeah. So my dad was like, I don't want to do yard work. So he had me mow the backyard and do some string trimming and weeding and whatnot, because that was my task this morning. And our goal was, me and my mom were like, okay, we're gonna go, since my brother is out of town, he isn't around to help. So me and my mom were like, okay, we gotta do this before it gets hot. So I had to wake up at pretty early this morning to just get up and get going out in the yard before it got too. And even at like 8-9 a.m. it was getting pretty toasty. Like it was getting pretty bad. Because it's supposed to get up there today. What is it? Yeah, I think you guys are dealing with higher temperatures than I am currently, than we're looking for. We're supposed to kiss 29C. Yard work in the, yeah, no, it would be ridiculous. I mean, for us it helps because our heat is very dry. Just from where I'm at, like geographically, my heat is very dry. So it's not terrible, but it does still suck. What are you doing? This cat is so strange. It's times like this where I wish I did use a webcam just so you could see the weirdness of this creature on me. Because this creature is so strange. See, she's such a weird... She's not a cat. She's not a cat. She is something vaguely in the shape of a cat. Howdy, Quinn. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Yo, are you gonna climb on me now? Or are you gonna nuzzle into my face? What are you doing? You're purring. God. This thing. This creature. Please don't chew my... That is one thing that I will kick you off for, is chewing my headphone wire, because this was expensive. You also have... Yeah, no, both of my sister-in-law's cats are like this, just in different ways. Like, Pippin is... Yeah, no, they're just both creatures that needs further scientific investigation to confirm their identity. I don't know what they are. I'm good as well. I'm doing good. You know, did my yard work for my father this morning. I have a cat on my lap. It's pretty nice day. I've got tea. I got a cat on my lap. I'm ready to watch some streams. Some reveal streams and stuff and content and whatnot. And yeah. Hi, next, welcome in. Okay, so now you're like hugging my arm. This is... Oh my god. You're so confusing. You're such a confusing fucking cat. Anyways. What did she just send? Yeah, don't drink alcohol when it's hot as shit. It dehydrates you. Drink water, fuckers. Water. Stay hydrated. Pippin thinks you're watching Arcane with me again. Wants to join in. We're not watching Arcane. We're not watching Arcane. Whale's partying? What the fuck you mean? No, I'm... What? Hey, for the record, I don't really party at all. I hang out. No, what are you doing? Okay. Can you just like go to sleep? Like peacefully? No, don't. Okay. I wonder if this will work actually. Hold on. Haha. You have been fooled. I put my headphones on so that the wire is going behind my head. So you cannot chew it. Now maybe you'll finally go to sleep in my lap, or else I will kick you out. The problem is though, I would, because like in the past when I've had cats that were like super giggly or like super super cuddly, I would just kind of like, I would, you know, if I needed to do something online or whatever, I would just kind of toss them out and call it a day. However, this fuck ass cat is so loud. If she starts screaming, you guys will hear it, and it's so annoying. And she stops screaming if she has somebody to hang out with. So it is either have a very confusing stream where I'm just talking to a cat that you guys cannot see on my lap, or I just have a yelling Pippin, which is not fun for anybody. So that is my dilemma, and so that's why we are here. The official party's listening to me talk about some random game. Yeah, yeah. Game lore, ancient Call of Duty editing lore, and Yu-Gi-Oh. Those are the things that I listen to ramble about. You party at home with me. Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. I mean, I had yeah. Although I don't even really like when I have alcohol, I have like one drink. Like I had like one old fashioned last night. But like no, I do agree. Hanging out with in pajamas with a drink, that's a good party. Especially watching the World Cup. That's been all my family has been doing. It's been great. Hey, my brother took a week and a half off just so he could just sit at home and just watch the World Cup. He has been living the life because my brother is a huge, like a massive sports fan. He watches everything. So you know, but he, like his biggest thing is soccer. He loves soccer because we both grew up playing it. And so you know, the World Cup is always his time to just hyperfixate on shit. He's just so happy whenever the World Cup comes around. Personally, I have no interest in football, but the vibe of the World Cup is just nice. It is. That's part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. Is I mean, like, have you guys seen any of like the social media stuff about people coming to the States for the first time? And like, there's like a Scottish dude that's kind of become like a celebrity. Like where he's just kind of being like, it's like exactly. So it's fun stuff like that, where it's like, it is all about like you know, the World Cup is fun because it's about coming together and just playing a game, and that's why I Show Speed's song for the anthem for the World Cup is, in my opinion, the only one that exists, because that actually embodies the heart of what the World Cup is, which is just like what like the thing that like soccer is about is everybody plays it, or every like it is spread across the entire world. It's like the world sport. Either Scotland drinking Boston Dry or the Dutch dance. Yeah. There was a video of a bunch of I don't know who, I don't know where this was, but it was a bunch of European fans in a trying to learn to line dance. It's so funny. Bye, Pippin. Okay. I lost her. Oh, it's so funny. Like, just for the record, I can't line dance for shit. I've never learned. You know, I can't dance for shit in general. But watching Europeans for some reason, it's so funny. My friend watches it so I get updated, but I don't really follow it. Yeah. No, that's mostly like I watch the games. I'm rooting for the US because we look stupid good. But doing that dance is what, line dancing? I didn't realize it was a thing outside of the American South. Because it's like a country thing. No. You are thinking of a completely different. That's the Yeah, no, it's a completely different thing. Yeah, you're thinking of the cha-cha slide. Line dancing is a completely different thing. Strange Julian cosplay? No. At 15K, okay. Unless I didn't know we housing and wondering why we the USA got the company when it has. Yeah, exactly. You know, the just hearing the culture shock is fun. Let me pull this up actually because this is funny. Okay, so line dancing is a very specific thing that you let me mute music and go here. Okay, so line dancing is like this. I'm going to mute this shit because I'll mute them. Like this is line dancing. It's a whole genre. It's like a whole thing. And what's fascinating, so I went to a yeah, no, it's that. There are so many different ones. And so the yeah, and there's country music in the background. There is so I went to a concert with like one of my friends. One of my friends brought me to like a country music concert that was playing at my school. And there were people on the floor because it's in a basketball stadium, and so there were people that were on the floor, like we were in the stands, and then there was the court and then the stage, towards the one side, and there were people on the floor that line danced the entire fucking concert. It is just like it's just how people enjoy country music. It's interesting. It's really really interesting. I'm too northern for this shit, but this is just how people like. This is like an entire like subset of American culture. That's wild. But yeah, no, that's that is line dancing. And so there was a bunch of there's a bunch of like Europeans that were in a bar learning to do it, and it was like they're struggling. But like I also one of my favorite parts of it is seeing Europeans come over here, find out that we do sort of have our own culture and engaging with it like in a fun sort of way. Because that's the best part of the World Cup is you're going to us, like it is a chance for a nation to show off what they have. And like, okay, the States is kind of a clusterfuck right now, but we still do have our own culture that we are proud of. And so it gives people a chance to actually like experience it. There's something like a dance you need decent I have seen some blasted people just do it completely flawlessly. So it's one of the, I think a big thing with line dancing is you have to, it's something that you can do. I don't want to say mindlessly, but when you're good at it, you can do it on autopilot. And so like, if you're a good line dancer, if you've been doing it since like you were a kid or whatever, you can just like lock in and do it for hours, even if you're like high on crack. Like if you are like, if all of your inhibitions are completely gone, you can do that shit. You're aware of your surroundings, yeah. But it's also sort of a thing where it's like when you're in, especially in a concert, like when the concert I went to, like if I had tried to join, it's kind of like if you go like, I don't want to say like a mosh pit because it's not quite a mosh pit, but like it's that idea of like everybody there is expected to know kind of etiquette and what they're doing. And so there is less of a need to be aware of your surroundings because you can kind of rely on everybody else to also to know what they're doing. But yeah, in your like in the learning stage, yeah, it's tricky because you have to be aware of your surroundings and then also actually know all the dances, the like actual steps. It's such an interesting thing. It's so interesting. It's also like hypnotizing to watch from above because, you know, I was pretty high up in the stands and there was like at that concert, I was pretty high up in the stands. I was looking down and seeing all these people line dancing and moving the exact same way, just all in a big group. And I'm like, that is just mesmerizing to watch. It's like watching a bunch of bees do the same like movement. It's like watching a colony of bees like communicate. But anyways, so we've got a couple of things that we have to do. So I've got, let me actually do this real fast. Turn off music. So we've got a couple of things to do. I've got Genshin open, just so we can yap. Just so we have something to do in the background because I have a feeling I am going to want to yap. But the main thing on the docket for today is that short has been playing for a minute. The only thing I'm gonna get on my YouTube shorts now is gonna be fucking line dancing videos for the next like 2 months. Anyways, just so we have something in the background while we yap, we're gonna have it. But on the docket for today is mostly this stream. I have a feeling and this, I think. And this, okay, so something also is, I recorded a quick video about this trailer, but it's like a quick like 9-minute video ranting about the people that don't like this trailer for softening the harbingers or whatever. And teaser, the teaser, okay, so it's all a part of it. Okay, got it. But like I recorded a video that's like that is the whole like this trailer and like a people of like, but it was kind of just a rant, but it's like 9 minutes and I'm like, okay, so do I put that on like my second channel? Because if I put it on my main channel, it's gonna feel very like out of place. But I know a lot of my like about my main channel content or my main channel audience do at least vaguely know about it. You have a second channel? Yeah, I do. Dude, Wilma Collective. I haven't uploaded on it in a fucking year. But this is just kind of where I put random shit. This is like where I made this place for the universe video that was kind of like the prototype for like my modern content. I do have some like comedic stuff here and there, But yeah, this is my second channel.
Lucky.
Purple whale milk? Yeah, exactly. It's just my at some point I need to calm like a complete rebrand because this is literally just a Discord bot. Like vote currently being worked on projects. Hey, shush. Shush. I have so many fucking projects I'm working on. Yeah, anyways. But so like I have like a it's like a 9-minute video cut down when the VO is cut down. And I'm like I don't know, I might just put it on my second channel. How many videos are you making? I have one script nearly finished, another one I'm working on, and 2 more half written. And then I have 1, 2, 3 big projects I want to work on. But yeah. It's yeah, no, I don't I'm not good at it. It's bad. It is terrible. So many things that I want to be working on all at the same time, but I hear a full rant. Also, part of me wants to make a video on the visual symbolism of the most recent of the final Tatsi video or Tatsi episode. I don't know. It's wild. Imagine she's holding a leash. Pretty much, she's like, she's giving me a line because I'm like, oh, I have a new idea, and she has to like remind me. I was like, okay, what about the one you were working on? I was like, okay, fine. But anyways, yeah, I should finish this one up because it's an easy rant to make. And yeah. Anyways, special program. Special program. Special program. Special program. Special program. Let us watch.
Frost moon coordinates located. Please proceed to the main control hall for moon landing preparations.
Okay, so we're just it's the fucking spaceship? What a start. Okay.
I must return to the moon. There lies my mission.
Is that Lawanatar? Voice Lawanatar? No way. Okay. X squeeze? Me? Holy shit.
After the Pioneer landed, he began to explore the moon and circumlunar zone. One day, while in the circumlunar zone, he received a mysterious signal from deep space.
What the fuck is happening?
Go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit.
Sandrone!
I really can't go anywhere without
Yippee!
running into you two.
Okay, there's gonna be a lot to break down with that moon shit. Final Fantasy 14 moment, I guess. You just go to the moon.
Our film, Homecoming, officially.
Farida!
The aquarium's closed for the... Huh? A celebration of the entertainment industry? No one would choose to sit this one out. This detective costume really suits me. Take this, Lunar.
But Farida!
Does that count as a prophecy?
The reversed moon.
I haven't seen Farina in so long.
The terminal has detected the appearance.
Okay, so you're not the only one, Phantom. Okay, because I thought the exact same thing. I thought that I was like, what the fuck is Cyrene doing here? I had to take a double take there because I was like, okay, her outfit, it looks so much like Cyrene from the back. I was like, what the hell are we looking at? But no, it's just Lolly. Okay. I was so confused because I had to take a double take and then very quickly after it shifts. It's like, oh, it's Lolly. Okay. The skin made just from the back, it does look a lot like Cyrene's outfit.
A celebration of the entertainment industry. No one would choose to sit this one out. This detective costume really suits me. Take this lunar arcanum.
Does that count?
Me and my two Farina standees on my desk.
Moon.
The terminal has detected the appearance of an unknown individual.
Oh, what the fuck is going on here? We are so quickly just approaching. We are so quickly approaching full fucking sci-fi here. This is straight up out of Destiny 2. I'm gonna be so real. This looks at it like something out of like Warframe or Destiny. Like, what the hell?
Purpose was to turn the moon into a space-based
Okay, so now we're just Star Wars.
weapon.
A train passes by. I would not be surprised if that just happens.
The moon's core.
It's time to fight the Covenant this patch. Fucking time to fight the Empire.
As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness. She is the key to activating Project Moongazer.
What the hell is Project?
Columbina.
No! Okay, I sort of gotta call the beta dies now. Also Yuri. Okay.
We knew
Doom
this
Yuri.
would cost from the beginning.
No, this isn't great. I just need to fucking play this quest, dude. Oh my god.
If Columbina is calling for help, the spaceship's our only chance.
Project Moongazer. It responded to me.
I have a certain feeling about how she views.
This may have been when Columbia did Fatui. True. That's a good point, actually.
That descender.
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be born anew. Inverted. World formula. Reversion.
Hell yeah, let's go. Also, we're gonna express lore doc. We'll be lucking in after my exam. Hell yeah. Excited. It will be very nice to have, just for reference. Oh my god, look at the.
Hello, travelers! I'm Zach Aguilar, the voice of the male traveler, Ether. And hosting with me today, we have...
Hi everyone, I'm Emmy Lowe, the voice of Columbina.
Hi guys, I'm Skylar Davenport, the voice of Lolly.
Yes, so happy to have you guys here! And to
Yay.
all our travelers out
Yay.
there, welcome to the Version Luna 8 special program.
Hey, see you, Quinn.
Summer
Thank you for popping in.
Fontanalia.
Fontenalia. Wait, isn't that the name of a festival in Fontaine?
Yeah,
I wish
that's
to go
right.
to the festival. Ah! Okay, so I remember this.
Version
I remember
43,
these.
The one where we shot that film with all our friends and made all those fun memories.
Yep, and the fun continues in this version because, in addition to our
Because Yo and Mia being there was hilarious.
At this year's Fontanalia Film Festival.
You mean Columbina, right?
That's right.
Uh,
After things
yay.
settled down in Nod Cry, she wanted to expand her horizons a bit. And with the festival going on, Nefa recommended a trip to Fontaine.
Oh, is that the only reason though?
It was very cute. It was a very cute event. I mostly remember it for. I mostly remember it for the one stupid ass joke, that we made about Chevreuse, and then like, Yoi Mia just being a gremlin. It's so funny.
I mean, Fontaine is also
Even they're like,
What
yeah,
happened
okay.
to her after that battle in Foray? The suspense is killing me.
Then maybe you'll be happy to hear that the wait is over. Once travelers head to Fontaine, an unexpected reunion with this old friend isn't too far off.
A self-introduction? Very well. For the sake of etiquette, I'll humor you just this once. Behold, before you stands Marionette, 7th of the...
Try not to be gay. I know, it's great.
Hi everyone, I'm Deneen Mullity, the voice of Sandrone. The wait is over.
The new eyes are kind of sick. I'll give them that much.
That was awesome. Welcome!
Yay, thank you.
Welcome back, Sandrone.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wait. Should I give a more Sandrone-like answer? Like,
Sandrone.
So Sandrone.
Even if he lows, like.
Sandrone in that version trailer. It's been too long.
I know, personality-wise, it doesn't seem like she's changed much. Still the grumpy Sandrone we all know and love.
But I feel like travelers have got to be wondering how she came back to life.
No, in
I
love.
know I am.
Yeah, does it have something to do with the final gift we heard about in her animated short?
well, Elen did leave behind a gift for her, but she actually never knew anything about it.
So that
Sandra looking at Columbine and splash art. I know.
Foray, she really was prepared.
It's
for it
wild.
in the end.
Yep, she 100% put her life on the line during that battle. So when she woke up to find herself very much, well, not dead, it was a surprise to her as well.
Wit at the end of
Kind of like a second chance.
Huh. But the damage she sustained in that battle
a
was
wit at the
so
end of Wind and
severe.
Truth.
Why didn't the second
Oh, shit, I'm alive.
right then and there?
Now that's the question. There's actually another factor at play in all of this. We're gonna get into it in a bit, but for now, all you need to know is that she owes her recovery to a combination of things.
Oh, okay.
Through form,
So there's
truth
a
is
story
truth revealed.
there.
Okay.
For sure.
You know, speaking of the animated short, it was so cool to get a little insight into Sandrone and Elen's life together.
Right. The Lord Artificer, Elen Guillotine.
A very well formulated version. Oh, hey, look at that. Genshin. I know, it's crazy. It's wild. Okay, no, so here's a... Okay, hold on. I'm actually going to close my door before I get into this rant. But... Ugh. Do I do that with my headphone? Okay, now you're back. I literally stand up and she's walking back in my room. Okay. Okay, so that reminds me of a okay, how do I look into this? So I am doing one of the many videos that I'm working on. I think is two of the videos I'm working on is about JoJo's, specifically part 5. But one of them is about the biblical symbolism in it. And so I've been doing a lot of, I talked about this in like I made a quick little reference to it. And so one of the things is one of the things I've been like I started doing I started digging into the Holy Week story and that period of the Bible, because that's kind of where I'm seeing a lot of the symbolisms. How many times will you say Dio in that video? None, actually. A couple of times, but not very many, because Dio isn't really a problem in part 5. It's weird, but so I started digging into the Bible, and so I'm literally watching videos that are meant for like Bible study courses on YouTube to try and understand a lot of these stories that I only vaguely know about. And one of the things that just kind of jump scares me is the idea of like one of the things that the apostles were trying to do, especially after Jesus died, is spread the world of, my recommendations have kind of been I think the only reason why my recommendations haven't been quite a nightmare fully is because for some reason, Five Nights at Freddy's has a much higher algorithm presence than Bible stuff, surprisingly. No, but one of the things that jump scared me was one of the things that they were talking about is the whole idea that the apostles are seeking to create an upside down kingdom, a reversion of the worlds, where everybody like that is. I didn't really fully realize how much of a symbol, even in the Bible, that an upside down kingdom really was. Because people would mention it when talking about Genshin, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I always interpret it as a Gnostic thing, as specifically a Gnostic thing. I did not realize it was in like Abrahamic like Bible, like specifically a thing in the Old Testament. And it was like, oh shit, that's fucking wild. Apostles trying to, pretty much. So it's wild because, you know, when we like the entire story, and like it, when you actually start digging into the story of the Bible, it like the things that you kind of know about, if you're not religious, you kind of know about these stories. But like, at least for me, like I knew, you know, Jesus died on a cross, died for our sins, all yada, yada, yada. But I didn't really know like a lot of the context around it. And that's part of the thing I was doing for research, is like, okay, so Jesus dies on the cross and is reborn. What happens after that? Like, what does he do after that jazz? And so that's kind of where that question kind of led me to this research rabbit hole. And so I come across like this hold on, I'm gonna do this real quick. So I come across like this video, and it jump scares me with the mention of that. And I was like, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. It makes so much stuff click together, because so yeah, what they're talking about in that story of like trying to create an upside down kingdom is the idea of, as when Jesus comes to the Holy Land and whatever, and sees the, you know, goes to Israel and like sees as it is, he's like, okay, it's corrupt, it's bad, it's yada yada. I'm here to set things right, show you the true way, show you the true will of God. I am the next prophet. And how he, the symbolism that they use to like represent this corrupted civilization that has lost its way from the will of God, is to say everything will be inverted. The power that is held by these religious leaders to abuse and starve people is going to be given back to the people, and they are going to be loved and freed and all this stuff, instead of hated and abused. That is what the will of God is going to do to the Israelites. And I'm like, when I get that, I'm like, oh shit, that makes so much sense. I like the context of the story is wild when you like really start looking into it. So I recommend it. But it's kind of cool, actually. The random bits and pieces that you'll pick out from like retellings of these stories, and like it'll connect with you in the when you think about it, or when you like, if you know enough about Genshin, if you just like watch like these like 10-minute per book recaps of Bible stories, you catch these details. They're like, holy shit. I recommend to read the Bible for the story. I mean, the Bible is cool because of, I think it's like, I think it's one of the coolest exercises in unreliable narration. I think that's why like people should read it. It's a really, really cool exercise in unreliable narration, because the entire thing is the retelling of the story of Jesus, right? but it's never from Jesus's account. It's always from the accounts of his apostles. That's the point, right? And so you're getting like these interpretations of what Jesus said and did from different apostles, and it's kind of cool as a storytelling structure. I just wish it wasn't the Bible.
Her notes mention that Alen
Anyways.
in his later years as a way to remember his sister, Marianne.
Oh.
And speaking of, both Alan and Marianne have some connection to the Narcissenkreuz Ordo, right?
Yeah, they do.
Mysterious organization in Fontaine.
Yeah, that's right. In certain quests, we even see a photo from when the two of them were.
Oh yeah.
Then, in his later years, Alen had Sandrone by his side. They were family, and the days they spent together were quiet and peaceful.
So nice.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder remembering Alen's funeral made Sandrone so upset in that animated short.
Yeah. Columbina definitely tried to cheer her up, but her methods are always a bit, unconventional.
Well, honestly, before joining
Ah,
the
yes.
community, I doubt Sandrone ever expected to get close
I
to
like how
Columbina.
we got confirmation about how she sleeps though, with the turning key on her back.
Yeah.
She does just have to sleep with it, which is so funny.
Columbina
Natural rage baiting queen, exactly. It's hilarious and I love it.
definitely tried to cheer her up, but her methods are always a bit, unconventional.
Well, honestly, before joining the Fatui, I doubt Sandrone ever expected to get close to Columbina, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, let alone have tea parties with them.
Yes, that scene was so sweet.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Nostalgic memories for all of
Boop.
Totally.
Especially Columbina and Sandrone.
Columbia just wanted to see if Sandrone wanted to build. That's true. I never even like made that. I didn't even have that thought. I was like, but it is. It's so Frozen coded, isn't it? This is literally just a scene from Frozen. Singing and all.
Really close. They even played games
Oh my God.
Fire Night.
Yeah, no, they're
During
close.
that tough
Yeah.
failure, you can
Yeah.
totally tell Sandrone has a soft spot for Columbina.
Yeah, soft spot. Uh-huh.
No, it's more like Columbina wore her down over time.
It's crazy. It's like gay or something.
Same thing. Well, but of course, she was part of the Columbina rescue plan.
Part of it, her formula is the whole reason we were able to bring Columbina back.
Yeah, the way she faced Ettore head on just to give us the chance to complete it.
Feels like me and my boyfriend. Exactly.
I know.
She put herself in danger and ultimately sacrificed everything to save her friend. That really says a lot.
Yeah, which is why it was even harder for Columbina to accept that she was gone.
Well, honestly, that was also emotional. But the good news is, she's back now! Yay!
Yippee!
Wait, speaking of, I noticed she has a new mechanism by her side too.
Ah, yes.
Memo sprites in Genshin.
Tetris automatisé generalis interactive et omnitâche.
Not saying that.
Wow, good job.
Le Tetris.
Faggio is what I'm going to say. Or we can just like name her like that is beating the oratrice. Yeah. Facilitatrice automatisée généraliste interactive omnitâche. I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm. What's a fun like nickname for her that's like stupid like Greg? Can we like name her like Margaret? Okay.
Automatisé generalis interactive et omnitâche.
Wow, good job.
Well, part of
Zach's like genuine. Good job.
known as Faggio.
Oh, literally is just Faggio. Okay.
Oh, she looks super cool.
Mhm.
Hold on, I don't think we've seen Polonia yet, though.
Right, Polonia was really put
Literally, they named. I predicted what they were gonna call her.
finger and not cry, and sustained a lot of damage during the battle against Ettore. I'm starting to get worried.
I know. But unfortunately, that's something travelers are going to have to wait to uncover in-game.
Well, just based on the name alone, Faggio seems pretty impressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Basically, she's an all-purpose automaton. From everyday chores to intense combat encounters, she can do it all.
I love it when my robot companion can both. I love it when my robot companion can like cook me dinner and also like fight a bitch.
You know, from the land of the Ortrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, I'd expect nothing less.
Sandrone's eyes kind of look different too. It looks like there are little gears inside of them.
Yeah, and I see some new gems and accessories on her skirt.
Gems and accessories. Says it like a fucking gremlin.
But wait, doesn't Sandrone's vision look a little different than other characters?
Huh, you're right. It's star-shaped.
Sandrone?
Yes, this is important because it's not your typical vision. It's actually a stellar linchpin.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Well, remember when I said Len's gift wasn't the only reason Sandrone was able to wake
Listen, if your maid robot does not have combat mode, what are you doing? I mean, like, there's an entire series of indie games about why robots should not be able to be aggressive. Like, like that's the plot of the Five Nights at Freddy's game. Is oh yeah no, or like the first and second is like oh yeah they they have automatic like you know ways of protecting the building, and then that just goes terribly wrong.
Well, this is the other reason. Stellar linchpins are extremely rare, and according to Fatui research, they have some connection to the third descender.
Okay, so we're just making new shit up now. All right. Okay, so third descender. I was expecting it to be a delusion, but no.
Okay. I didn't
Stellar
expect us to
linchpin.
casually start talking about descenders.
Honestly, though, to this day, no one knows exactly what causes a stellar linchpin to manifest. But what
We still don't know what
do
causes fucking visions to manifest, dude.
alter certain elemental reactions.
Oh, so kind of like the lunar.
I've seen Black Lagoon.
Inside the 7 elements are involved.
Exactly. Take Sandrone, for example. She wields a cryostellar linchpin and can convert the superconduct reaction into stellar conduct, temporarily transforming the surrounding area into a pole star field.
Oh, wait. That must be this area centered around the star-shaped crystal, right? I remember it from the Snezhnaya preview teaser.
That's right. Enemies within this AoE...
Well, implies normal visions aren't linked to the third descender. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It just raises so many more questions about everything about this game. Is just the introduction of these stellar linchpin thingies.
Physical resistance reduced, but more importantly, the pulse star
Like
field will
I'm
support-
glad we get it because I definitely think the whole playable characters or characters with visions thing was getting a little restrictive. Like I'm glad that this is another option for playable character. They started exploring with stuff with like Skirk and characters that like I like that they're exploring these other options to break out of that mold that they set so early on.
Dissipating cryo and electro elemental energies. This stored energy can then be used to increase the stellar conduct, cryo, and electro damage of characters within this AoE. In addition, certain characters will gain special abilities while within the Polestar field. Increase the stellar conduct, cryo, and electro damage of characters within this AoE. In addition, certain characters will gain special abilities while within the Polestar field.
Oh, so we get buffed, and enemies get less physical resistance. Sounds like stellar conduct is going to be a powerful tool in our...
So she physical DPS. Let's go, Eula users. All two of you.
Arsenal.
Yep, that's right. Plus, in Snezhnaya, stellar conduct will have unique gameplay applications outside of combat too.
Yeah, she's cryo.
With the arrival of Sandrone, the chance to experiment with this new reaction is just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Now that she has this stellar linchpin, what are her combat skills like? Well,
I honestly wasn't expecting Electro. I'm gonna be so for real. I've always kind of had her as cryo coded. Because like you have to think like she's a clockwork. She's not some Eula somehow was not included in this buff. What the fuck? I mean, she does lower physical resistance though, so that's naturally a synergy with Eula. Anyways, but like I've never really thought of her as like I never thought she was going to be Electro, because like to me Automata and Clockwork in Genshin do not automatically relate to Electro. Must be with that Geo. Geo I can see a little bit more. Geo at least is taking like design hints from her, like her outfit.
It definitely allows her to make greater use of her computational abilities. With the help of the stellar conduct reaction, she's able to control various mechanisms and flexibly deal damage. So let's take a second to see her in action.
oh, yes, please.
She does absolutely nothing on my account.
This skirt really wasn't made for weather like this. How in the blazes did Rosalind used to cope? Come on, keep up.
Okay, just machine gun.
My hypothesis.
Gatling gun, go.
What a joke.
Very Himiko coded.
Oh, I love all the mechanical elements. Using all those mechanisms, it's like she barely has to lift a finger. Of course.
Oh, she can Greg fly. Oh, that's fun.
A lady to muddy her hem. Like we've heard already, stellar conduct is a big part of her kit. Not only can she convert the superconduct reaction into stellar conduct, but she can also increase the stellar conduct damage.
She's just like Kappa. Yeah, gay.
Whoa. Oh, looks like her attacks pack a bigger punch under the effects of stellar conduct.
That's right.
It's crazy.
Sandrone often lets
like the
her
point of this
mechanisms
game.
do the dirty work for her. For example, with her charged attack, Sandrone will command Fagio to fire condensed beams at enemies. The damage dealt by her condensed beams is considered stellar conduct damage.
Ooh, attacks like this usually have some sort of overload mechanic, right? Is that true for Sandrone as well?
Yes. Continuously firing condensed beams will cause Fagio to accumulate decoding power. Sandrone can then use her elemental skill to decrease Fagio's decoding power, while quickly maneuvering around the field and firing prism shots at enemies.
Nice. Wow. Okay, couldn't have said it better myself.
All Harvard just could fly or hover except Child. I know, it's great. He just
Yep. Basically, by alternating between her charged attack and elemental
Child is just
skill,
the guy. I love him.
leverage her mechanical prowess and Fagio's powerful beams to clear out the field with ease. But that's only part of her tactical strategy. With her elemental burst, Sandrone bombards enemies with artillery fire and light beams, dealing AoE cryo.
Formula Phenomenal QED. That's fun.
Polestar field, the damage of the light beams is also considered stellar conduct damage.
Wow, it's crazy how powerful and elegant she is at the same time.
I do like the fact that she's literally just sitting here. Like she's like, yeah, Margaret, go ham. Like, Margaret, delete them.
Yeah. Even when bombarding us with a boatload of firepower.
Man, it's good.
Sandrone's portable tea table.
So fun to explore Snezhnaya with Sandrone too.
Yeah, Snezhnaya is where the Fatui headquarters are, after all. I feel like we can definitely expect Sandrone to play a part in the upcoming story.
I'd hope
The
so.
main headquarters of the Adventurers Guild are also in Snezhnaya. I was just thinking about that because the Traveler first met Sandrone at the Adventurers Guild in Nod Cry.
Right, when she took Catherine's place.
Well, Catherine is Sandrone's creation, so in retrospect,
Animations are like
I
Kave,
shouldn't have been so surprised.
letting a bot use her claymore, and her attack is like Nouvelette, Ice Water Beam. Oh yeah, no, that's true. I was looking at her gameplay and I was like, that just looks like average Final Fantasy 14 gameplay where you just like strafe around around your enemies because that's what you do while you just cast abilities. But like I guess that does make sense. It's more Nouvellette coded. Nouvellette with Sandrone just just Giga Freeze enemies. That's fun.
Oh, but I'll let you in on a little secret. If you turn in your daily commissions
Wonder a
to
dive
the
attack.
Afternoon
That's a good
Secret
point, actually.
Party, in addition to the regular rewards, you'll receive dessert rewards as well.
Oh, that's cute.
Desserts! Guess Sandrone still loves a good tea party. Well, of course. Inviting friends over for afternoon tea is how a lady engages with polite society. Plus, to make hosting tea parties even easier, Sandrone invented a portable tea table.
Oh, that's
All you
cute.
need to do is send out an invitation letter, and you can enjoy afternoon tea with friends.
Oh, I wonder if she met them during the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Sandrone has a stand. She really does. Sandrone just genuinely has a fucking stand now. That's really funny, actually. Also, okay, so I did see that you can
Tea parties even easier. Sandrone
you can invite Columbina. Is it literally just invites Columbina to tea? Oh my god, they're just all of a sudden Genshin has an M rating? Like
invented
also Albedo, yeah, true.
a portable tea table. All you need to do is send out an invitation letter, and you can enjoy afternoon tea with friends.
Oh, I wonder if she met them during the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Oh, that sounds possible. If the last Fontanalia festival is anything to go by.
We get more
Travelers
for
will
Rita.
have
Let's screw
a
that.
lot to look forward to this time around.
Genshin JoJo AU coming up with stands for all. That would actually be fun as hell. I think that'd be so fun.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be so fun. Although I don't know if I take enough drugs. I mean, I know Araki doesn't, but like, I don't know if I have the unhinged ability to come up with any of the shit Araki comes up with. Like, how the fuck?
Into it, shall we? Does everyone remember Risley's giant ship, the Wingalette?
I mean, it looks familiar.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I know. That's the ark he built in the fortress. of
Chekhov's
Energy, right?
big ass
To
boat.
deal with the whole prophecy situation.
Yes, that's right. It turns out an aquarium will be opening on the Wingalette during the Fontanalia Film Festival. And it seems like Sandrone has her own
How do you-
room on this ship.
Boat. Float on water. Boat floats because less dense than water. Water in boat means boat sink. Aquarium on boat. Like, do you see the issue here? Like, I don't see how that works. That is okay.
As well. Wait, and are those two things related? Sandrone being on the ship and the aquarium?
I mean, based on what we know about her so far, I'd be pretty surprised if she suddenly developed a passion for marine animals.
Yeah, there must be another reason.
Guess travelers will just have to play through the.
You get a lot of water for an aquarium too, so that's like more than enough to just yeah.
But Columbina's aboard the ship for a much more straightforward.
I'm gonna think about it as I'm the one who spent fucking like multiple streams in a row questioning Sarita's, not Sarita, High Sealance's torso.
She's actually acting in one of the films, and her crew is shooting on the Wingalette.
Right.
And I don't. Okay. Look at her longing for. Ah yes, I wonder.
Where Sandrone is staying?
Oh, yeah, in a room. No, I don't. Columbina as an actress, I mean, I'm not saying that she can't do it, but I'm also saying like, she would need some pretty good coaching from Farina, I think.
I know. I'm so excited
Ooh,
for
piano.
travelers to see how it all plays out. So be sure to check out.
She can play piano. She's playing piano. Oh, that's pretty. That's actually really cute. Marionette yearning gaze. Hell yeah. Play Winter Wind.
For travelers to see how it all plays out.
Because
So,
that
be
feels
sure to
like
check
a
out the
that's a piece that you would play.
new version. For a limited time, complete
Company has
the
looks, she
will
does.
also reward travelers with
But,
additional
like-
session materials for Sandrone. Yay!
Opera singer called Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I love that actually. I've had the idea of like a music school AU for quite a while. But oh my god, yeah. You should do it in the same way that The Rock is an actor. She could play a role. I mean, yeah, she probably could. I think like she has like she has a very, very, very specific typecast, which is like herself. Like okay, volunteer to write about, volunteer to talk about ideas and draw sketches. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I've had an idea for some sort of AU like that. It actually started as I forget where I got the idea. I think it was from like promotional art for one of the concerts. Like one of like the HSR concerts. It started as like as a starch, like music AU. But like totally could also be like Genshin. I have no basis for music theory. Funny, I do. Classically trained violinist. Yippee!
Weasley's making an appearance during the festival too, right?
I wish to go to the festival.
In fact, during filming, Columbina even convinced him to check out a mysterious fortune-telling
Hi,
stall.
Barbala.
Though fate may have been leading him there already.
Wait, is that Barbaloth's Dodoko? So the Hexen Circle?
Need to get Didn't you describe your Pokemon fig as a small side project?
Barbaloth happened to catch a glimpse of a strange omen.
You're 18,000 words in.
Ooh, very mysterious. And it had something to do with the traveler's friends?
That's right. And Risley isn't the only one who's been guided here by fate. Mage B's stall has been getting quite a few visitors.
Yep, and that's when she uses.
What the fuck is Diana doing here?
to read
Diana.
the future. For
Whatever that
example,
character is.
Risley draws the upright Emperor card.
Fancy.
Whoa, that sounds impressive. What does it mean?
Don't worry. Barbaloth will explain the revelations of the lunar arcana.
Eternal dominion and unshakable authority. Okay, got it.
In addition to her insights, each character that visits her stall will also receive a tangible boost to their abilities, including ones.
Beta Diana Sino? Does Sino really need it? Make different game, different schools? Oh, that's fun. Risley, Miko, Mizuki, and Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi makes sense. Miku makes sense. Because Miko is so... Like, Yai was so even weird on release. Like, she was good on release, but she was just... She had, like, Klee syndrome, where she just felt clunky. So she's kind of fallen out of favor, I think, partly because, you know, Electro, but also... She feels clunky. Mizuki, I still have no idea what she does. Risley, I guess. Sino, I guess. Beto, fair. Her kid is so weird. It's so dated. And then Diana is fair too. Yeah, I think that's what they're looking for, is like actually buffing the reaction, but Eula doesn't actually have any reaction because she's physical.
Relating to the stellar conduct reaction. For example, after Risley's revelation is unveiled, whenever he's within the Polestar field generated by the stellar conduct reaction, he'll be able to restore HP more frequently with his charged attacks, allowing him to unleash more enhanced normal attacks.
Cynthia's surprisingly fun to write. Especially when I think about what a champion would do in practice, how she would... Yeah.
Not only will their duration be extended, but they won't be destroyed after she casts her elemental.
I mean, I can see it.
Plus, When Yae
Pokemon just feels like it's a fun little universe to spend some time in.
Sakura will be able to deal additional damage, and that damage is considered stellar conduct damage.
In addition, when Chi-Chi is within a Polestar field, her elemental skill will provide the party with a damage bonus to reactions like Stellar Conduct and deal additional damage alongside the active character.
Pippin is having bath
And
time on
when
me.
Sinnoh is within a Polestar field, his elemental skill will allow him to temporarily enter the Pack-Sworn Path Clearer state to deal quick bursts of damage over a short period of time.
Oh, good lord.
Let's
Okay.
go. These are just some examples of the Witch's Revelations travel.
That's ridiculous, actually. What the fuck?
We don't have time
That's
to introduce
busted.
all of them, so be sure to check out the rest in game. And
Go.
as for the new reactions coming in Snezh,
Sinnoh's new thing just seems busted. Like, I'm gonna be so for real.
buckle up, travelers.
So thanks
Bro's
to
become a bruiser? Hell yeah.
promotions, a
I mean,
bunch of
dude.
old friends are not only getting stronger,
When is Yila's
but they
last
can
banner?
now
Before Hu
interact
Tao's, or more recent than Hu Tao, that's all I know.
That's right.
Ooh.
Basically, after unveiling
Struggle.
Revelation, some of their
Pain,
talents and
physical
skills
pain.
will be enhanced while within a Polestar field.
Ooh, awesome. So, if you have any of those characters, you can pair them with Sandrone and see all the new things they can do with the Stellar Conduct mechanic.
Of course, there are also other changes in store as part of these revelations, as well as interesting stories associated with
Can
the
you
rare
not have
karma
bath time on
card
me,
each
cat?
character draws. But we'll leave that for travelers to experience for themselves.
Oh, plus the characters with the Witch's Revelation will
Stop
also
it.
be featured on the Light Race
Stop
Wish
it.
banner, so don't miss out
Thank
if you're
you.
interested.
And as for our other event wishes, in the first half of Luna 8, travelers can
Stop
look
it.
forward to event wishes for Sandrone and Seatlolly. A new 5-star claymore, a teaspoon of transcendence.
Oh, that's
will also
pretty.
be featured on the weapon banner.
And in the second half of Luna 8, we'll
Of
have
course
returning
she's
event
running with her
wishes for
fucking
Columbina
wife.
and the Raiden Shogun. Yay, rerun!
Of
All right.
course. Of fucking course. Sandrone is running with her wife.
It's about time for a short break. We'll be back with information on a mysterious new area. So
That's hilarious. I love that actually.
Yay!
I Miko R2 also. Dude, lesbian patch, holy shit. Luna 8 is Yuri patch. Good
New
lord.
5-star claymore, a teaspoon of transcendence.
During Pride Month, couldn't imagine.
on the weapon banner.
And in the second half of Luna 8, we'll have returning event wishes for Columbina and the Raiden Shogun. Yay, rerun!
Dude,
all
I have a
right,
whole
it's
ass
about time
bed
for
you
a
can
first
lie.
break. We'll be
Okay.
back with information on a mysterious
Whoop whoop. Yuri patch, let's go. Okay, yeah, no. So what is the deal with this whole shit? What was the art? Hold on. Ooh, pretty art. Anyways,
Welcome back, travelers.
Wait a second. That planet in the background, is that Tibet?
That's right.
that is
This
that.
summer, we're heading on a very special adventure, so strap in, everyone, and prepare for.
Since Farina's in this update, Raiden is the only archon to not appear in 6.x. Oh, interesting.
Oh my god.
Poor Raiden.
We're actually in outer space? This is incredible. When you mentioned a special adventure, I didn't think it would take us outside of Tibet.
And not just anywhere outside of Tibet. We're heading to
The moon.
The moon. God, that is so pretty. That's so gorgeous. This feels like if Whale gets any Inazuma things, he'll rage. I don't think I'll rage. I'll just clock out in like a very I just like stop caring. Like I don't know what it is about Inazuma. It's like one of those things where it's like as soon as it's a topic that's like as soon as it comes up, you just your eyes just automatically glaze over. It's like that's how this is like how Inazuma is for me. Is like I love this game to bits and pieces, every aspect of it except for anything to do with Inazuma. I just whenever anything Inazuma related comes around, I'm like I'm gonna clock back in after my break's over.
Amazing! Look at those buildings. This place is looking a lot different.
God, this floating like citadel like needle thingy. I don't know. That shit looks so cool. That looks so fucking cool.
Amazing! Look at those buildings. This place is looking a lot different than when Columbina brought us here before.
Well, she did say she wanted to clean up the place a bit before inviting the traveler back. Even the area with the Traveler's spaceship looks completely different.
Yeah, seems like Columbina has been taking great care of this
Aw.
place. So, are we here for the
She's
summer
been planting
adventure
flowers.
vacation?
It's a bit more complicated than that. The Traveler actually notices that Columbina's been acting a bit off, and out of concern, follows her all the way to some ancient dragon ruins.
Inside the ruins,
Okay.
the Traveler acquires a mysterious power known as Archeoloon energy, which seems to be able to manipulate gravity.
Archeoloon energy.
I-
So these ruins must have something to do with the moon. Are there clues here?
The
about where
moon.
Columbina is
Moon's haunted.
Strange.
There are. The Traveler will encounter a strange black Kuhenki. We
Okay, so
believe
it's not
that's a
the one
connection to
up there.
Columbina,
Okay.
And when we follow her, the trail leads straight to a lunar shuttle.
Oh, so
Ooh.
that's the spaceship we saw earlier.
Yep. After we explain the situation, our new Kuhenki friend, Eggy, agrees to head to the moon with us to search for
Fucking
Columbina.
Eggy. Okay.
Eggy.
Oh, it's a Paimon
That's
original. Okay.
another Paimon original.
Okay, got it.
I was like, what a name.
I can't wait to see what the different areas of the moon are gonna be.
I wonder if it's like symbolic or
Is there a
something.
lunar base or something?
There is. That's actually the first stop on our lunar expedition.
Oh, it's like a veil.
Eye of Ibni Bellum. Like travelers experience on our
Hello.
lunar expedition. The eye
Of Ibni Bellum. Okay, let's look this up. Ibni Bellum. I found a page on Belibni, Babylonian nobleman who served as king of Babylon for several years. Only the Syrian king. Sure. That's the best I got.
Eye of Ibni Bellum. Like travelers experienced before when Columbina led us to our spaceship, the gravity here is completely different
Wild.
to that. In fact, the entire lunar surface is like this.
Yeah.
Plus, by using Archeoloon energy, we can make our bodies even more lightweight.
Ooh.
That should make
Oh, that's
lunar
fun.
exploration a lot easier.
That's a fun way of doing
Before
exploration.
that, though, we'll need to rescue Eggy, because after we land on the moon, she somehow gets captured by a strange device.
Rip.
And to do that, we'll need
Yeah,
to
low
introduce
gravity
some
physics, I love it.
ruins. Of course, with the help of Archeoloon energy, the mechanisms and guards around here shouldn't pose too much of a challenge.
Then we'll head to the Lunar Surface Monitoring Station. After accessing the terminal, we'll learn about the mysterious Project Moongazer, which seems to have some connection to the ancient
Ibni Belung. I think it's just. Oh, yeah, no, true. It's just Nibelung. Okay.
dragons.
Whoa.
Dragons.
So does that mean the dragons had plans for the moon?
That is for
The
travelers to discover
moon.
for themselves.
Dragons are gonna steal the moon.
But the good news is, the terminal also gives us a few clues on where to search for Columbina, which leads us to our next stop on our lunar adventure.
Girl out here just
Ungyan
dipping.
Circle.
Usually hidden,
Our next stop on our lunar
Ungyan. Okay.
Ungyan Circle.
usually hidden away. This facility is used to research lunar life forms.
Holy
and also
shit.
seems to have some connection to Project Moongazer.
Whoa.
'Kay, we're
now
back
there's
into
something
Fantasyland.
From the lunar landscape outside.
We're back in Fantasyland, guys. I love it.
Dragons
Oh, it's
are
so
in
cool.
some kind of
Oh.
experimental lab.
Oh my god, this is so sick.
This is also where we'll meet other Kuhenki who come from the same place as Eggy.
Oh, this is so fucking
These
cool.
Kuhenki are obsessed
It's like
with
a
wearing all
biodome.
kinds of different hats.
I wish that I could wear hats without looking like a little lad.
Columbina, though.
Looking like a really
Well,
bad.
according to the records in the terminal, Columbina was here at some point, and there was a giant Kuhenki by her side.
Yeah, so to find her, travelers will need to follow the giant Kuhenki high into the sky, clearing away moonlit vines and repairing an elevator along the way.
This elevator will take travelers high above the moon's surface to the third stop on our lunar expedition, the Space Lifeform Capture Station.
Wow, so the dragons not only built bases on the moon, but also a whole structure above it.
Oof, this place doesn't look like it's in the best of shape, though.
Yeah.
Is that Celestia? It, it, this is just Celestia, right? Am I going nuts? Where the fuck is it? Here somewhere. Okay, so let me cook. let me cook, chat. Let me cook here. Okay, so oh, there you are. Okay, so the reason I say this, we have clouds in the way, but whoa, it's so sensitive. Holy shit. Okay. So the reason I say this, cooking hotel levels over here. Shush. Okay, no, never mind. So the idea that I had here,
Toodaloo.
I was imagining Celestia a little bit differently in my head, but the idea that I had was that you see how it's like this whole like thing about it's like a circle around this central like pillar thingy, right? Similar
But when the moon
shape and broken, right? It's broken apart as is how Celestia is depicted. The idea that I had was, is Celestia like I guess a projection of this station, this life capture station,
Toodaloo.
right? That's literally what it is. The space life form capture station. Like a projection of that top as it would fit in Teyvat.
One client, two clients.
God forbid the god is
three
original.
clients.
I mean, yeah. But like that was the idea that I had. But yeah, no, I'm cooking who's at levels here. I like. That was yeah, but that's the thought I had. That's where I was going with that. Looks like a piece that floated up into space. Yeah. Okay, but here's a fun thing though.
Wanna come over for tea?
Shush. Here's a fun thing though. Fucking fine.
Nice and spicy.
The physics behind that like the lunar life capture station thingy actually has basis in real physics, because if you build this is the idea behind space elevators. If you build a tower that's tall enough, so the issue with building towers is that it gets heavier and heavier as you build taller and taller, so you need to keep widening the base so that it can support itself. However, when you get high enough, if you keep building up, then eventually the threat of a building collapsing no longer exists, and instead it because it supports itself under tensile forces, because you're going to be so far away from Earth that you're going to be like the building is going to actually be spinning and experiencing forces that keep it like held together via tension. So this is actually a thing that might be able to exist, which is fun. See Celestia having a similar vision for a similar function for vision holders, as in like being a what, as being like a like border, like customs, I guess.
Oof, this place doesn't look like it's in the best of shape, though.
Yeah. Apparently, it also has some connection to Project Moongazer. If travelers follow this damn
Holy shit.
they can even reach the open space outside the station.
Wow.
We can spacewalk in Genshin.
Beautiful from this angle.
Hi, Pippin.
Mhm. So, we know the giant Kuhenki was heading for the capture station, but what about Columbina?
Don't worry, she's there too.
We finally found her! What?
Is this gonna give us everything about this fucking quest?
She noticed a disturbance in a certain area of the moon, and it's traveled. Which looks beautiful. The high concentration of archaeology is at
Holy shit, this is,
place.
these areas are fucking gorgeous.
Imagine.
Or mysterious far side of the moon for travelers to explore.
Okay, when we look up at the moon, long before children of humanity were born from the cradle of the sky, 3 silver lights had already risen above the earth, the 3 moons. The ancient spirits of the frostbound reaches call them Dilimbabar. That just sounds like baby babble, which is really funny. By them, the waxing and waning of light were first distinguished. Spring and autumn were set in order, and the passage of years slowly came to be. Now, as time flows ever onward, the only one of those silver lights remain. Okay, so that's just a story that we already know.
Including the ever mysterious
Side of the moon too. Ooh,
Yeah.
are we getting aliens?
Yeah, we have aliens at home, you guys. Chill. This dragon technology is
far side of the moon.
The cover here.
So many cool areas and
I know.
Okay, that's fun. I'm excited for that.
After the version
Space
update,
fly? No,
there
spacewalking.
will now be an indicator showing which layer of the map you're currently on. And when
Ooh.
selecting a land course, this
The moon.
Okay, quality of life stuff.
we're really putting the Luna.
us back down to Earth, but it's an event.
To the moon!
Festival earlier.
Sorry.
Seat Lolly.
Yeah! Granny actually left her house.
hey, she likes to be so
The way we hype up this patch is we played To the Moon before it. Genshin try not to make you fly me to the moon. I actually have the the Evangelion finale vinyl. So I could just play that right now if I wanted to. Fly me to the moon. GameStop stock reference. To the moon. Oh my god. No, there is one of my favorite games ever is this this absolute masterpiece of a little game called To the Moon. Zoom sequel Finding Paradise 16 by 9 remaster launching next week. Ooh. Oh, it's 2025, so it's already out. Yeah, so this is a 16 by 9 remaster, which is fun. I could play that again. But yeah, love this game so much. Yes. I don't know. They're just thinking about that game just makes me freeze for a moment because it's one of those games. It's kind of like, okay, when I talk about the beginner's guide, I will yap about it for hours, like I did in that video. When I think about games like Firewatch or whatever, like those games I will talk about. To the Moon is one of those games where I'm just like, it is so viscerally moving that I'm like, there's very little. I brain rot about it all the time, and it just makes me kind of like freeze. Like it's so good.
sometimes. The important thing is she has a new outfit.
Wow, look at all the bows.
Pajamas. Hi, Sirene.
So cute.
Wait, we just made a big deal about her leaving her house, but doesn't it look like she's wearing pajamas?
No.
Oh my god, it
No.
really does. She even has an eye mask and everything.
Hey, Granny was already already flustered enough running into the traveler looking like that. Let's not.
Oh my god, that animation! Holy shit!
The rest for travelers to discover in game.
Okay, okay.
If you're wondering why Granny made the trip to Fontaine, though, it turns out her
Yeah,
favorite
it's really good.
novel is getting
I
adapted into a
should.
film, and the crew is filming
Kind of
on
do
the
want to
wing.
play it
Oh,
because I haven't played it in a minute. And I want to subject you guys to the torment of the ending of that game. The animation has more frames than One Punch Man Season 3. So true.
Enough running into the traveler looking like that.
Yeah.
Fontaine, the crew is filming on the winglet.
oh, and Charlotte's starring in it? Looks like she's playing a detective.
Yeah, it really suits her, doesn't it?
But for a hard
I do like that new outfit, actually.
I'm sure
That's a really cute outfit.
Didn't feel too far off at all.
That's for sure. The way she pursues the truth is already pretty intense.
Her lock variations, okay.
Looks like we get to run into a bunch of old friends on the winglet. I feel like some fun times are in store.
Oh, for sure. So you don't miss out, travelers. All right, here's another piece of good news, and it has to do
I hope-
with the quick dialogue.
I hope all this news is
I'm
good.
sure we've all tried to speed up the pace of a quest before by clicking through the dialogue.
Weak,
Most of the
weaklings.
time, you have to wait for a set transition time to pass, or for certain
I mean,
animations to.
Okay, I know I have done it before because I've accidentally started World Quest, but like, if it's a voice quest,
play
weaklings.
out before the next line can play. With
I forgot Amelie exists. Yeah,
travelers
same.
in mind, the devs
Okay. Amelie is like Emily, whatever, however you say her name, is like a step up from Mizuki for me. Because like Mizuki is, I always forget she exists because she's an Inazuma character that came out recently. Like at the peak of my, I don't care about Inazuma. I haven't genuinely gone to Inazuma, I think, since like before Natlan came out, or even before that. I have not actually unironically gone to Inazuma, I think, since like we finished Watatsumi. Like that's genuinely how long it has been since I've even thought about Inazuma. So I haven't even done, or maybe no, it was the Ito event, or it was that event with like that music event. That was the last time I actually went there. So like, but like a step above that is Amelie. I have a theory that they fucked cutting some of the aspects in this game, causing them to make it unable to skip. I think probably. Honestly, yeah. That's probably a part of it.
have decided to change this going forward.
Mizuki's story quest was actually really good. Don't believe it.
Choose to no longer wait to advance dialogue. A single click can immediately move to the next line. Basically, the pacing of dialogue progression is now something.
Okay.
Oh, and we should also mention that the Sunny Summer Fontanalia event story is permanent as well.
Yippee!
So,
Good
travelers
lord,
can play
dude.
through it at their own pace.
Finally, they're
I feel like we
permanent
could
events.
name the winglet, but there's actually a bit more we.
But it needs. That's right. The ship's aquarium has become a popular filming location, but it needs a bit more work before it can open for business.
Exactly. And that's where you come in, traveler.
That's the business, is catching fish.
Possible.
Fish.
Even
To the pull on the ship and use certain bait or nets to
I
catch
really
fish
hope
that are
nobody
eaten
knows what
up.
that reference is.
Travelers can also look forward to various rewards for their efforts, including primo gems, the chance to invite Charlotte to their parties, and her new
that's a joint marksmanship exercise.
The Knights of Favonius. Wow, seems like one expert marksman after another.
Oh, for sure. And with their help, travelers will need to fire observation grenades.
Isn't this like
The
a
projectile is far
isn't it like a sniper, like there's a whole like series of games, is like this is the gameplay, is like you're just in a sniper's nest and just shooting people. So that's just
follow the lead dancer the best you can and have a good.
There are also a few new
'Kay,
additions to
DDR.
repertoire of myriad melodies, including a score theme for Columbina.
On the chance.
played one. Yeah, exactly.
Character
Genius Invocation. Who gives a shit?
Coming to Spirit of the season, a new summer-themed lobby and summer outfits are coming to Millie Astra Wonderland. Let's take a look.
Oh, this is mainly Astro stuff. I don't give a shit.
Southeast Asian landmarks.
Celebration held by Hoy.
Oh, that's a lot of cities.
Where are they going? Bangkok, Jakarta, Ho Chi Minh, Kuala Lumpur, Manila, and Singapore. Fun.
Multiple cities in Southeast Asia.
Wow, that's a lot of cities.
Looks like there's a whole.
Guys zoned out? Kind of. Well, wait, like, I know they said Miliastra, and then it took me a minute to actually like process the fact because I have a Pippin in my lap again. So I'm like,
Right, guys, that's it for the Luna 8 special program. Honestly, this version has so much exciting content. Easy breezy disco.
Hey, to return for every and that she gets a new outfit, even if it is just pajamas. I'm so excited.
it's fine.
Join the fun.
And I am also excited for Sandrone because I love her. And of course, I'm so excited.
I know that's Emmy Lowe saying that, but also like having Columbina Chibi say that, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Travelers to embark on this upcoming lunar adventure.
See you on the moon! This also happens to be the last version of the Song of the Welkin Moon. And I'm a bit sad to see it go, but honestly, we couldn't be more grateful to have you come on this journey with us, travelers. So
Welcome Moon has been crazy. Like, honestly, all of Welcome Moon thus far has been great.
Nod, cry, and visit from time to time.
You know what that means, though? Snezhnaya is literally just.
Yeah, let's go.
You know, I almost feel
I'm so ready.
a chill.
But you okay, Paimon? The fuck? Paimon's dead.
War is coming.
Paimon's dead. We can eat her. No. Anyways, hi Piero.
This is no time to rest on our laurels.
War never holy shit. Okay. So. Emergency food. I mean, she's a bourbon. Okay, so.
Paimon.
What is wrong? Okay. Got so tired she can't fly anymore? Okay.
Paimon.
Weird. That's a weird way of opening that.
War is coming.
Would Bina's the heels freeze in Snezhnaya? Good point, actually.
This is no time to rest on our laurels.
Okay, so this is like... I'm getting like a kind of a mix of obviously Russian like aristocracy architecture, like what you imagine when you like read War and Peace, but then also like Christmas Village.
On our laurels.
Like this specifically is giving me very like Winter Wonderland Christmas Village. Yeah, no, like Frozen, pretty much. What is happening in the sky here? I'm curious about. Moon, obviously, Moon's haunted.
We must remain devoted until our banner flies high and the dust has
Child mention.
But the snow grows heavier even as we speak. How much time do we and the people of Snezhnaya have left?
You mean Project Stuja?
Okay.
has settled.
Child's gonna do stuff. Making child story relevant is gonna be wild, actually.
Grows heavier even as we speak. How much time do we and the people of Snezhnaya have left?
So is like, where's Princess Hinagaku when you need her? Like, From where I am interpreting this, I'm thinking it is like an Agents of Four Seasons situation where for some reason they're stuck in winter. Like Snezhnaya is stuck in a perpetual winter, which fucks you up. It gives a snow globe. That's actually a really good point, Nix. That's actually a really interesting point. Yeah, music. Oh, I'm so excited for the soundtrack. What the fuck is this creature? Oh, it's a rabbit. Okay. It looks it looks like a fucking yordle. Shadow. Oh, fuck, it has... So, okay. It has blades for feet.
How much trust have we lost to this plan already? How's that for a numbers game?
Mora isn't water. Sometimes it can flow in unnatural directions.
Where am I?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's just Warframe now. We're just playing Warframe now. This is just old school Warframe. It's like a cover shooter. What the fuck? Why are we playing a cover shooter now?
Entirely unconstructed.
Agreed.
What the fuck? Pippin, do you know what's going on? Since when? Okay.
How about some answers for once?
Silence! Your Majesty.
They nerfed his nose. They nerfed his nose. This is the greatest insult of all time. They nerfed his nose. Hold on. No, it's down here. How dare they? How fucking dare they, bro? No, that's not the angle. That is just straight up they nerfed his nose.
Today's outcome.
Seeing him rendered in game though is fun.
Silence. Your Majesty. Today's outcome as expected.
A tomb and birch trees, the Tsar's final tokens of affection. That which I set in motion, I shall see to an end.
Okay. So, I'm assuming I did see that the Tsaritsa's VA was announced. Anastasia Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. Oh, her name is literally her last name is literally Snezhnaya. Okay. Fyodorovna Snezhnaya. So I did see that her VA came out, or like did her whole thing. Farina's is also De Fontaine, but isn't Farina De Fontaine like for like more a title than anything? Happy Pride. Oh, as in like no, like she could like announce that it's a last name. Oh, I did not know that. I always read it as like Farina of Fontaine, like she is from Fontaine, but still. Fyodorovna. I think that's a patronym. Yeah, it's a patronym of daughter Theodore.
about some answers for once?
Today's outcome, as expected.
Okay, yeah. So then we have
A tomb.
I think as a Tsar, it's either called a Monomach or a Belyitsar. As in, like, traditionally in, like, actual history or just, like, in Genshin? Also, you know, this design looks so cool. This area looks so fucking sick.
And birch trees.
This is more Celestia coded than what I was looking at earlier.
Tsar's final tokens of affection.
If Oya follows the same pattern of trailers as Nagrais, we might get a full Snezhnaya character trailer this week. We're gonna say, ooh. I mean to say, if they wish to be accurate, her father's name should be Fyodor. Okay, yeah. No, like, I get that idea. Is, like, yeah, that's the point of a patronym. But, like, was that the Tsar? Which I want to bet is a Russian Slavic name of Theodore. That is consonants. Do we have... Because I know we have labial fricatives. Most languages do. I don't think we... So, okay. So we would be Fyodor because... Yeah. Because I'm not seeing... I'm seeing S and Z. I'm seeing alveolar fricatives, but not dental. So there is no... Russian doesn't have th as a sound. So it would be turned to Fyodor, I believe. What is... Yeah, okay, so it is Germanic, I believe. Or no, it's okay. It comes from Greek. Theophanes turned to Feophan in Russian. It's a similar mechanism because, okay, yeah, no. So the th sound that we have in English, the, doesn't exist in a lot of languages. It's very rare. It's one of the weird things about English is how our rhotic works and how we have th. Th is a very rare sound. Oftentimes, like, every language has their own way of approximating the th sound. For Russian, it seems like they use f. So that's where Fyodor comes from, is the Greek name enters Germanic languages, and then that Germanic languages mostly moves into, that Germanic name moves into Russia, or they borrow it for some reason, and that turns into Fyodor instead of Theodore. So, yeah. But then, as the similar mechanism would happen to Theophanes, is because you still have that theta at the beginning, which turns into Feo. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
War is coming.
God, I'm so excited to see more of this goober. I like Piero is so fascinating to me.
There's no time to rest on our laurels.
Piero is such a fascinating character to me. I'm also noticing the Snezhnaya copying Fontaine's homework, like good lord, in city structure.
Is high, and the dust
This is giving me theater. Or library. No, library. But why is it like structured like a stage? So maybe it is theater. Here, I'm not gonna break the Genshin to it. Oh my god, they're gonna dig into that shit so hard. I mean, I don't know. He's such a cool character. I want to know what his deal is. I want to see if my dedication to the theory that he's not a harbinger. I want to see if that's correct. It's probably not at this point, but I want to see if it's correct. Yeah, lecture hall. That's probably more like it. Yeah. I really want to know if I'm completely off the mark with that theory, because I've been such a diehard of it for so long. I'm so excited for it.
But the snow grows heavier even as we speak. How much time do we...
Oh, that's an elf. Shit. Okay. So, girl, why do you have skin showing at all in the... Okay. That's you're gonna just lose a leg, I guess. Pippin, no, I'm about to get off anyways. Okay. This fucking cat, dude. This goddamn cat. I was gonna take a break. I was gonna take a break. It's busy. Yeah, like, okay. You can be hot without, like, dying, I guess. Like okay.
And the people
No,
of Snezhnaya have left. You mean Project Stuja?
Okay, so something I'm also noticing here is obviously there was sick Paimon at the beginning, right? But like now every shot that we get of him is Paimonless, and I'm gonna be so for real. I am so excited to have a Paimonless story. Like if all of Snezhnaya is Paimonless, I'm gonna have no qualms with that. I am so excited for it. Because whenever, like, literally every trailer that we get for like a new world, we like it is weird seeing Ether without Paimon around. Ether showing his midriff in -0 temperatures. I mean, that's just twink things, though. I mean, he's goated. I don't know. He's just built different. Yeah, there is no Paimon here. Anywhere to be seen. I wonder what changed internally, where they decided to start making the Ether just a character. Like, what fucking changed internally for them to go, yeah, we're just gonna make him a character again. Like, or again, or he never had a character. We're just gonna make him a character all of a sudden.
How much trust have we lost to this plan already? How's that for a numbers game?
Mora isn't water. Sometimes it can flow in unnatural.
Finally, I know.
Where am I?
This is goddamn wild, bro. What? Like all of a sudden we're in an over-the-shoulder shooter? We're in an over-the-shoulder fucking cover shooter.
Gotta get back to Paimon.
Us maybe? I mean, yeah. I'm not complaining in the slightest. I just, like, it took them this long. It's wild to me.
Agreed. How about some answers for once?
I'll be honest, I don't like shooters. Yeah. Imagine it ends up being like an end game mode. That would actually be fun if it was like a completely optional like end game mode. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather it be optional. It'll be interesting to see if it's like, I'll be conflicted because if it's the only thing that it is, because okay, I'm like, I'll be honest, another one of my favorite games ever, Spec Ops: The Line, but even I will admit that the cover shooter gameplay gets boring after, or it gets repetitive painfully after a bit. Like halfway through Spec Ops, you're mostly just locked into the story, and the shooter is kind of the shooter sequence is kind of are just like in between, but like there's also like a ludonarrative like reason for why it gets repetitive, but like in a sequence in a situation like this, I really hope they do kind of keep like. I know they're not going to. Important considering the current game. Yeah, I know. Like that's what's confusing me is why sink so much, because imagine the amount of tech work that has to go into that in the engine that Genshin is made in. Like the tech that Genshin is designed with is not very flexible considering the things that we've seen or have not seen. So like imagine the amount of work that they had to do to make this work the way that we see it. It feels like something that, you know, they would want to push a lot of because, you know, new thing. But like I also kind of, part of me hopes that it's like they do kind of pull back. I don't know. It's weird. I'm intrigued about it.
Silence! Your Majesty, today's outcome as expected.
I'm intrigued by it, but I'm also concerned slightly.
And birch trees. The Tsar's final.
So yeah, this is giving me way more Celestia vibes. Like even that is like straight up fucking. Where again? Oh, you're behind the clouds. Get the fuck back here. I have to go to a different point, but like, look at the points. The 3 towers. We've got these floating bits here to the side. It feels like it's like if Celestia froze over somehow. It's very similar to what we see with like, also with like very similar architecture here with these like random towers and stuff with what we see in Temple of Time. So this is probably what most of Snezhnaya looks like. It looks like something out of Elden Ring. I'm gonna be so real. This looks like a set piece in Elden Ring. Like where the Tsar died? I think so. Especially because we're literally talking about
A tomb
like I think that's the implication here, is that this is his tomb, Futaba moment.
The Tsar's final
But like,
affection.
the Tsar's final tokens of affection. So like, yeah, the whole God of Love thing.
That which I set in motion, I shall see to an end.
Yeah. What was the thing that you, a brief history of the Pale Starborn? I'm going to pull that up right now. Nope. This one. Pull that in. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull this up. We are going to actually go to break real fast. I'm going to run by and do, just go to the bathroom real quick, maybe go grab a snack, kick the cat off of my fucking lap. But when we get back, I will read some stuff and we will go yap. So yeah, I will be right back. Give me a second. I think this cat just likes my chair. Because I kick her off to get up and like do stuff, and she just immediately hops right back into my chair. Get on my lap, dude. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here you go. It's one paragraph. Oh shit. Okay. I thought it was gonna be longer. I'm gonna be so real. Let me also look up. What was it? Celestial Gift? Yoop. The lore is one paragraph. The entire weapon description is huge. Okay, fair. Is there anyone else got keepable items from Datatory boss? I was trying to level Nicole last night. I don't know. The only time I've actually done the fight was the once. This track is crazy. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let us get back into it. Okay. So we've got Celestial Gift, we got Pale Starborn. And then we've got I was actually gonna pull up the trailer by itself. May have misjudged the length of the paragraph. Yeah, maybe, perhaps. A book on Fae history, based on certain details within, it's believed to have been written by Fae elders. Okay. Sure, dude. Fucking sure. Oh, the fact that it's a brief history of the Pale Star Fae, and that's translated to Starborn is interesting. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn music back on while we do this. Something less intense, though. Sure, it works. Okay. So in the third year of the 428th cycle, that is the 76th year of the Emperor Monomach Snezhny, raised the imperial capital, footnote 127, upon the frozen earth. All right, do we have actual proper footnotes here? We do. Haha. I've read enough fucking Infinite Jest. Okay, sorry. Raised the imperial capital upon the frozen earth, the emperor dispatched envoys unto the fiefs of the villa, and said unto them, this is written kind of like biblically. And said unto them, to whom do you offer tribute? They answered, unto King Miskislav. And the imperial emissary said unto them, do so no longer, for they demand unlovely tribute. And the villa did cease their tithings. Okay, so imperial capital 127. Kitezh was the first city in all of Snezhnaya. The imperial city was built after the customs of the Fae ancestors, remaining the center of power over the frozen lands from the fourth year of the 417th cycle that is the year of its founding, until His Majesty the Emperor, and the boundless mercy and grace, pardoned humanity and gave them membership in his realm, moving his seat to Snezhnograd. Okay, so Kitezh was first city that we had in Snezhnaya, the region. Snezhnograd, I'm assuming, is Snezhnaya city, pretty much. Built after the customs of the Fey ancestors, remaining the center of power over the frozen land from the 4th year of the 417th cycle. So 417th cycle is the 4th year of the 417th cycle is the founding of the imperial capital, until His Majesty the Emperor in his boundless mercy and grace pardoned humanity, and gave them membership in his realm, moving his seat to Snezhnograd. Okay. Mstislav, known to the Volkov Chronicles as the Blood Devourer, crazy title to have. The great ruler of all Volkodlak, the wise blood drinker, the master of God, these names. Okay. Oh, I have to learn a new entire subset of names. Mstislavi Alliance. According to the Volkodlak, under his command, King Mstislav was a hulking figure, standing out even upon great battlefields like a mighty mountain. As such, he was also known by Fey chroniclers as Gorinish. Not the son of the mountain. Vampires, where are column fellas? Good lord, dude. Shish. Give me something chill. The term lovely, as pointed out by Theory of Fey languages, can also be translated in our modern context as beneficial, lovable, or endearing. It should be evident that these words meant rather similar things in those days. The meaning of the Emperor's envoy's words, therefore, should be understood to mean their demand for tributes from you is undesirable or perhaps unbeneficial to you. Some scholars have such interpreted the envoy's words as a veiled threat. For more information, as well as the precise semantic scope of this term, please refer to the discussion found within the Theory of Fey languages. Okay. 4th year of the 428th, 5th year of the 428th. 6th year of the 428th cycle, King Mstislav spoke to his people, his kin, and his confederates, accusing the Pale Star Court of breaking the standard peace agreement. He demanded that the Emperor pay tribute for 10 years, the grain of 600 granaries, and gold to fill 30 storehouses, and sufficient slaves to transport such bounty. This was 30 times the amount that had been demanded of the villa. Hold on. Cool. Anyways, this is 30 times the amount that had been demanded of the villa. The Emperor rejected this ultimatum, and both sides prepared for war thereafter. The Emperor said, "To sacrifice ourselves for the homeland is honorable. Let our comrades in this be our swords and our love. Our enemies proclaim peace, for they wish to stir up war. Should we shamefully give in to them," meaning the Volkodlak, "our sons and daughters shall face war greater still. Thus, let us fight bravely for our survival. Let us taste the honeyed wine of victory, and let us make of ourselves a glorious oblation." 130. Even to the eye of later generations, Mstislavi, the realm established by the wise amongst the Volkodlak, was entirely preposterous in its accusations against the Pale Star's royal court. Yet the accusations were not wholly unreasoned. Rather, King Mstislav, king of the Volkodlak, whose kingdom bore his name, sought to provoke war for a truer purpose. That is, his fear of the Pale Star court's rise since the previous conflict. Under Emperor Monomach, I think I don't know if KH is what is like a Velar thing. The alliance centered around spelling is, I'm gonna learn how to pronounce all these spellings. Kitezgrad developed an entirely new character over the course of the century. It rapidly advanced both in economy and governmental structure. To allow Emperor Monomach to gain the upper hand in this tug of war was anathema to King Mstislav. Anathema, I forget what that means. Thus began the war that would ultimately shape the destiny of this continent shrouded in silver snow. Okay. Let me look up what that anathema. You've just disliked. It's just a fancy word for say I don't like you. In the 7th year of the 428th cycle, King Mstislav launched an assault upon Kitezh at the head of the Great Hotel. The Mstislavi clans marched with him, and as did the people of Nihilfgaarthir, Daligrad, Senarika, and their numerous servants. 31, 32, 33. The Nihilfgaarthir were of bovine aspect. Daligrad were a clan of water imps. Senarika were Volkodlak with wolf-like appearances. Okay. So what you're saying is furries. Anyways, continuing. 3 times the armies clashed at Kitezh in the foothills, at the frozen lake, and on the plains. The emperor slew King Mstislav and many princes who followed him. Grand Duke Seriviki was fortunate to escape with his life. Both Grand Dukes what the fuck is that? I don't know. In Vodyanoi were pierced by the emperor's spear and slain. In his mercy and love, the emperor sought their bodies out and had them returned to their clans for burial. The emperor said thus, they were not kings nor born of sacred blood. Never were they meant for rulership. Yet, heir to the pale star, the protector of all Fae am I. Thus did the remaining clans of the Fae seek an audience with him, and thus did he gain the authority to govern them. From that day forth, he named himself Belyitsar. Sophia watching the I know. I kind of wish it was here so she could like tell me how the fuck to say these. Okay, we've got 31, 34 primary military. Okay. 35 is never slew King Mstislav. King Mstislav took personal command in these 3 large-scale battles against the Emperor. Legend has it that, driven by despair in the final battle, he sought to use the power of the Shadow Realm to delay the advance of the Pale Star Court's forces. Though this measure failed to turn the tide, it did have an impact on the Emperor's future decisions. Please refer to the History of Snezhny Expedition for detailed records of said 3 battles. It is worth noting that out on the flank, the Spekian Legion had received orders from King Mstislav to pursue and prevent Imperial forces from uniting. Yet they were mysteriously misled by the icy fog that day, misjudging their routes of advance. They missed their opportunity to strike and could not prevent the Imperial forces from linking up. This ultimately caused the defeat of Mstislav's forces in a head-on clash. This incident has been recorded by a great many historians, but the cause of the sudden shift in the weather remains unknown. King Mstislav was eventually slain where the Emperor's spear pierced through his heart. It is said that the bear-shaped skull, large as a chariot, now housed in Zapoljarny Palace treasury, still bears the marks left by that spear. My biggest issue, yeah, no, that's the thing is like, Russian is weird because I remember asking Sophia about this. I was like, so is there like a stress pattern? Like, is there a pattern with how Russian stresses its words? She was like, no. I was like, okay, fair. Fair enough. Expecting a pattern is very presumptuous of me. I wish more languages were like French. It's like, yeah, stress is almost always on the exact same syllable. Okay, Sereviki the Grey Wolf, so the Volkov Chronicles record. Relives Sirnarika, a cunning wolf known for his agility, said to have engaged in clandestine dealings early in the war with Porphyry. Porphyry. The minister then in charge of the Pale Star's finances. Following the fall of King Miskislav's rule, he was the sole fake Grand Duke to slip immediately and effortlessly into the ranks of the ministers in the Pale Star courts. I love the fact that this reads exactly like an actual history book. Like, this is so cool. I love this. I love it so much. It feels like they just ripped it straight out of their fucking like lore Bible. And they were like, all right, we're gonna just give this to the players to read. This book is why I started making Lord Axe. Yeah, no, there's just so much going on in here. As such, some scholars... Wait, okay, yeah. As such, some scholars believe that the failure of the Specken Legion under his command to pursue Well, yeah, it was no mere accident, though this hypothesis cannot be considered supported by sufficient evidence. After the war, he was honored by Emperor Monomach and known as the Belyitsar, with a ceremonial tap of the longsword on his shoulder. They got tired of the allegory BS. I mean, yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's cool. Known as the Deepwood Bull in the Volkov, Grand Duke of the whatever under Miskislav's command. They need an elite vanguard to circle around to the rear of the Pale Star Court forces. Is this like a crusade allegory? Like, is this supposed to model the Crusades? However, intelligence regarding the strategy was seized by a Fey who had infiltrated King Miskislav's army, Filipov, loyal to His Majesty the Emperor, and was skilled in transformation techniques. The Emperor adjusted his plans accordingly. Grand Duke Skolderit's surprise attack ironically led him to become deeply encircled by the Pale Star's royal army. Pretty much it's mostly about military expansion. Yeah. Grand Duke was then slain in battle when His Majesty the Emperor spirit pierced his chest. Okay. Vodianoi, given the appellation the Lackland by the Volkov Chronicles, ruler of Delagrad, forebearer of all waterborne in the frozen lakes, a warrior of unparalleled valor, yet a brute like no other, skilled in launching surprise attacks from beneath the ice. That's just a stand ability. Towards the end of the... Welcome back, Hez. We are reading incredibly dense fucking history, I guess. Towards the end of the second campaign, the Grand Duke of Domovoy Alvis lured his regions beyond the frozen lake through cunning strategy. Killed in the Emperor's spear pierced his chest. From his Byzantine family, it produced several officials and military commanders, as well as one Emperor, Constantine the Ninth Monomachus. And the name itself means the one who fights alone, aka gladiator. Okay. Whack. Okay, 139. The Emperor's spear. Those unfamiliar with the battlefield often question many descriptions of the battle accounts, including the records of him wielding it to slay the enemy commanders as the two armies fought it out. Most skeptics typically argue that given the size of the armies and the commanders' position within their formations, it would have been almost impossible for the commanders to engage in direct combat amidst the chaotic melee. But the power of the 1v1, you'd be surprised. The following must be clarified. The Emperor's feat of piercing the enemy commanders with his spear did not occur as the result of direct engagement. Rather, the spear was used as an arrow, launched with a force unimaginable by common knowledge, piercing through the battlefield. Twitchled. A sacred, okay, 140, a sacred bloodline. They were not kings nor born of sacred blood. Okay. 140. A sacred bloodline, the meaning of which is unknown. Emperor Monomach laid claim to the title Lord of all Fae, and as such, he should have been the same blood as the other fairies. It would seem that he merely used the phrase as a means to establish legitimacy. That's how it always works. That's what always happened. Okay. First year of the 799th cycle. Cat, stop. Stop washing yourself on me. Okay, the first year of the 799th cycle. In the 4th month of this year, Anastasia Fyodorovna, getting off if you're gonna wash yourself. I think it's bath time. That's cat. Okay. Yeah, your cat, exactly. Hold this for me, stab. The first year of the 799th cycle. In the 4th month of this year, Anastasia Fyodorovna was crowned Tsaritsa of all Snezhnaya. Many of the Fae princes did not come onto Snezhnograd to seek an audience with her. The Daligrad clan broke ties with Snezhnograd, and for Emperor Monomach had passed away. In the 2nd year of the 799th cycle, the human of Port Belavodye, taking advantage of Emperor Monomach's demise, declared self-governance in the winter, rebelling against the Fae princess. Grand Duke Drevogoria launched an assault against them, but failed to secure victory. In the 3rd year of the 799th cycle, Tsaritsa Anastasia deployed troops to attack the forces of the independent government, occupying the territory of Drevogoria, Volkovan, and Sirnareka. I'm slowly getting better. Clans along the way. Charging them with negligence in condoning rebellion, their princely titles as rulers of the territories were revoked, their positions taken over by non-hereditary officials. Unlike Emperor Monomach, she did not muster the Druzhna, but rather established a force known as the Fatui. It was they who conquered the lands of the Fae princes. Grand Duke Drevogoria accused Tsaritsa herself of treason and met the Fatui under his own forces, and there he perished. On the 10th day of the 3rd month, the Tsaritsa dispatched envoys to Port Belavodye, then claimed the separatist forces and requested that they hand over the instigators of the rebellion, promising amnesty to all others. The request was accepted, and thus did the port escape being leveled. On the 23rd day of the same month, she then sent emissaries to all the Fae princes who had not come to seek an audience with her. She demanded that they hand over all their authority, promising that they would retain their honorary titles as aristocracy. Many would pass on before they would make their replies, and those who remained acceded. Thus did Tsaritsa Anastasia take control of the north. In the 4th year of the 790th cycle, the Tsaritsa bade the Fatui build a new fortress near Snezhnograd. Its name would be Glupov, meaning the city of fools. I mean, yeah, and they're all fucking modeled off the Commedia dell'arte. Like, that tracks. 5th year of the 799th cycle, 6th year, the Tsaritsa established the Snezhnograd Veshe to handle the administrative issues caused by the absence of various princes. The human, Iona Ivanovna, appointed its first chairperson. In the 7th year, the Imperial Order Reformation Edict was published. A great many princely Fae, deeply grateful for the Tsaritsa's mercy and virtue, voluntarily forsook their noble titles and departed Snezhnaya. Oh, it's I! Okay. Or J, whatever. Okay. Cycle is the length is equal to length of to 7 years. You want out now? This cat is gonna be the death of me, bro. I love her, but like, good lord. Give her 20 minutes and she should be trying to open my door. If you get playable Barbalos, I would flip. Yeah, honestly. At least we get to see. I hope we at least get to see her. As the death of the Beli Yed and thus the coronation of the Sadites are known to occur around the time of the Cataclysm, it can be deduced that the calendar began approximately 5,586 years before the Cataclysm, or around 6,100 years ago. This date is close to that of the funerary year. Before that of the Sadites, around 3,100 years before the start of the game. So sometime during the early part of the Archon War. Okay. Welcome back, Quinn. Start the whale makes a JoJo reference. I think you got back right before I made one, or right after I made one. I also did make a League reference. Okay. Wacky. Wacky, wacky, wacky. That is a lot of shit. Felt a disturbance in the force. Wild. So I'm looking at this and trying to like decode what this is getting at. So we know that Anastasia is Fae. Right? We can kind of... Anastasia is Fae, which is interesting. And then we're starting to... But like she starts outing... She's being racist to her own kind. Can't really be 6100 because the Fae would have been like newborns by then, unless the creatures mentioned don't count as Fae. So, somewhere our understanding of the timeline is off then. Well, I mean, okay, actually, it doesn't make time. It's not that bad because it's just saying that the calendar started 6,100 years ago. If you think of the Fae as like I imagine Fae as being like these creatures that were just kind of created fully sentient, right? Moment they're created, that's like year 0, second 0, or like, yeah. Year 0, second 0. So like that's the beginning of it all, or year 1, second 0. So it's pretty much saying it's like been 6,000. That's an interpretation, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Coronation of the Bellied Sod is about 3,100 years ago. More like 6,100 years ago, there would have been a quantity, but they wouldn't be the majority population, essentially. I mean, either way, we're talking about 428 cycles when any of this is happening. Yeah. 6,100 years, which is wild that we actually have like almost a hard date. Like, what the fuck? And a hard entry in the timeline, guys. Woo! Even though like the meaning of it is a guess. 1999, did they have a bizarre summer? I mean, it is Snezhnaya, so they might not actually have summer. I don't know. Another one. It's crazy. What's it with me in games that just don't want to give you a goddamn timeline? I think that's a good guess. I think that's a reasonable guess to say. To say that at least around 6,100 years old, because I like maybe the making of a calendar doesn't like occur to them until a little bit later, but generally when you think of like the beginning of a calendar, you think the beginning of like you are counting since a very formative thing in a civilization. Like a very important date, a very important moment. And, you know, the birth of a race, if you have a hard date for like when your entire fucking race was created, that would be a pretty good place to start a calendar. I'm gonna be so for real. Although I'm confused about why it's a 7-year cycle. Like, what is the like what? Like, what dictates the cycle there is what I'm wondering. They might not have a summer, but they have Thursday, July 15th. And then it was Thursday. Cicadas? Maybe. That's actually an interesting bit of symbolism. I'm thinking, like, is there... How much you want to bet that Saritza herself killed the Tsar? I could see it. I could straight up see it. 13, 17. Okay, yeah. I could very much see, like, oh, ploy for power. I'm gonna disguise it as a, oh, the Tsar just died under a hunting accident, and I'm gonna take over, and we're gonna just do our thing, or I'm gonna carry on his legacy, and she's actually doing her own thing, but she actually killed her or killed him. I could see that. I would not be surprised if that's a twist they try to pull. 7 is very important. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Days of the week. There's also a lot of like, I don't know. It feels like there is there's a lot of theological importance in the number 7 as well. Moons are gone at this point. That's kind of what I was thinking next. I don't after it would be after the funerary year. Since the beginning of the date or the beginning of the calendar is close to that of the funerary year. The funerary is when they die. So it wouldn't be tracking moon cycles. Howdy, hello, welcome in. I'm like, I'm very curious as to what the theological, like, if there's like a theological, hello, the Bible Project, my new fucking, apparently my new favorite goddamn thing. This is the same. These are the same people that make the videos that I was watching for the goddamn the golden wind video. Okay, so here's an interesting bit. So I find this 7 days creation exactly. So that's what I kind of look up here, and I find is a breakdown of like the significance of 7 in the Bible and in just in religion in general. And so you come here and you go, this idea of like resting in the number 7 are intimately connected to the Bible. Genesis 1, the word on number 7 has 2 key symbol meanings. 7 represents a full and complete world, and getting to 7 is a linear journey from 1 to 7. The rhythm of practicing Sabbath or resting every 7th day is one way that humans can imitate God and act like they are participating in the new creation. A Sunday mention, kind of. Oh my god. In part 3, John asks why the number 7 became so symbolic in Hebrew culture. Tim says the origin of the number 7 being associated with completeness is likely tied to the lunar calendar of moon cycles. That's where it comes from. The biblical Hebrew word for month is moon. Each month consisted of 29.5 days, and each month consisted of 4 7.3 day cycles, meaning a complete cycle of time. However, the Sabbath cycle is independent of the moon cycle, and Sabbaths do not coincide with the new moon. It is patterned after creation and stands outside of any natural cycle of time. So yeah, no, I think that's literally what that's allusion to. The 7-year cycle is literally just a Sabbath cycle. So it does loop back to the moons, but in a way that's like an allusion to real world instead of like into that. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you start digging into like scholarly, like biblical Bible study content, you just keep finding shit that is like, oh yeah, Genshin. Like, it's wild. It's so strange. Seven was symbolic in ancient Near Eastern and Israelite culture and literature communities. Since the fullness and completeness, 7 is spelled with the same consonant word for complete full. This makes sense in the pervasive appearance of 7 patterns of the Bible. For more information on this, book studies in biblical and Semitic symbolism. Genshin writers know more about religion. I wonder if they unironically have if they have hired a biblical scholar in as a part of the writing team. Like, that would be fucking hilarious if they imagine being like the biblical scholar that you get contracted for by a games company, and they just keep asking, they require you to actually do research for shit. Like, that'd be wild. Genuinely, yeah, it would not surprise me if they had an actual biblical scholar on staff. Yeah. Okay. That's really interesting, though. Also, I feel this footnote in particular, I feel. Because it's like, this is how explaining languages in translation to anybody for anything feels like. It's like, can also be translated in our modern context to, it might mean beneficial, loving, or endearing, but it's also could say that, like, it might just also mean lovely. But then also there's this, like, really obscure historical context for it. And, like, in order to understand it, just look up this entire other fucking book. Like, like that's just what being, like, that's just what studying languages does to you. It's like, language is such a fun science. It's its own feel. It's not really a science because it's too fuzzy for it, but also, like, because, like, so many times it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the simple answer. However, the amount of nuance that you have to gloss over is ridiculous. That's why I love it. Linguistics is rabbit hole central. I love it. I know, it's so great. Okay. That's so funny, actually. We're all back here on Winter's Night's Lazzo. I don't know. This is wild. All of this is fucking wild to me. The more time passes, I'm like, can we just, like, okay, part of me is like, I want to skip this version, and can we just go to Snezhnaya? But also, we're gonna go to the goddamn fucking moon again, and, like, properly this time. Because, like, last time, I was wondering if they, like, part of me was like, I want to, like, like, when we went through the moon with Columbina, I was like, no way they're not gonna reuse this. Like, the entire, like, change, like, I mean, I don't know how hard changing gravity in a proper launcher would be, or, like, in a proper engine would be. But, like, I was like, we were playing, I was like, no way they're not gonna reuse this. They made the assets for this entire new terrain and skybox. We're gonna go back. And we are, and I'm excited, but also I just wanna go to Stage 9. I wanna, like, I want to see what we've been building up to the entire goddamn time. Genshin Impact officially has the same number of actual space-themed areas as the self-proclaimed space opera Honkai Star Rail. I know. It's hilarious. Well, there's some NPC calling the moon is like a place for the dead to go. I don't remember. But also, like, no. Because we sort of kind of know what happened to the dead. They go to Irminsul. Is Irminsul connected to the moon? A great question. However, we do kind of know what happens to dead people. Oh, was it Aru? Was it Aru that said that?
After the pioneer landed, he began to explore the moon and circumlunar zone. After the pioneer landed,
Oh, Aru now. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry.
He began to explore the moon and
But it's like Irminsul light. Or like Irminsul, thinly veiled Irminsul. Like Irminsul, but with like one of those like joke glasses with like the nose on them. I'm not Irminsul, I'm Aru.
circumlunar zone.
Okay.
After the Pioneer landed,
Okay, so Paimon's with us here. So I feel, oh, wait, no, this is the next patch. This Snezhnaya stuff is the patch after this. So we're somewhere between the end of this patch and the beginning of the next is when Paimon gets sick. Does she get like one of these cups is poison? I don't know. Okay. But we do have Paimon here. This is so cool. The fact that like it's kind of made like a biodome, like a tent almost, is what it gives. It doesn't look like the moon. But that's Teyvat, right? Is this a body of water? Okay, now the closer I'm looking at this one, this is strange because I'm pretty sure this is an actual like optical illusion that we get, or like this is like an actual thing that we see on Earth in certain circumstances. It's like a refraction, a mirage, I think, or something. I don't know. But like the way these exist is, you know, fucking atmospheres. You need an atmosphere here. Is there canonically an atmosphere on Teyvat's moon? That's a very confusing shot for me. Yeah, we can see. It's so cool that you can just straight up fucking see. Just Teyvat here. Is that another landmass? I know. I think I should just video compression. I'm looking over here. I'm like, is that another landmass of some sort? I don't. Maybe. Yeah, the fat ass fucking desert.
one day, while in the circumlunar zone, he received a mysterious signal from deep space.
So circumlunar would be around the moon. Like I was saying, this tower is probably built in the way where the centripetal force is keeping it in tensile strength. I think one of the spinning forces. It's keeping in tensile strength, so it's probably very far away from the surface of the, like, it's very tall, like very, very tall. So it probably acts more of like as like an antenna. A mysterious signal from deep space. Who would be signaling Teyvat? Who knows it exists, and who would be signal? Oh, okay.
All I want is to go back home and
Voyager communicating with Nibelung? Yeah, true. A mysterious option. I think it'd be sick if we got a new mysterious option.
Home and see what
Like, imagine if it's like a. Okay, so one of my favorite really obscure one of my favorite really obscure bits of internet lore is this game called Knock. This was an old ass ARG, like classic style ARG. None of this like Wi-Fi's searching for a world that doesn't exist. ARG quote in heavy quotations where there is no game. This is like an actual genuine old school ARG, and the entire plot of it is they unlisted all the videos. Okay, that's actually really cool. The plot of it is the videos are the videos are a computer from the Marianas Trench pretty much asking for help. It is a sentient computer that's stuck in the bottom of the Marianas Trench signaling for help. Is pretty much the story of the game. And so like I kind of want vibes of like that here. Like how sick would that be? There are too many new mysteries. I like my mysteries. That's why I play this game. The only reason why I've been here for 6 years is because of how many mysteries there are.
From deep space.
all I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit.
I just am. No, Am is very angry. Am is very, 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 very mad. And just like angry at its existence. Knock 10 is just like pleading to like somebody shut me down. I don't want I feel physical pain.
Inherit. I really can't go anywhere without running into you two.
I still am heavily questioning why you have a fucking aquarium on a boat. Yes, put vast amounts of water on a vessel that is supposed to float atop it.
Our film, Homecoming, officially begins.
The aquarium's closed for the... Huh? Who's to sit this one out? This detective costume. Moon.
Okay, so this is the fucking bio research lab or shit. Do you know why she's alive yet? Who? Whomstead is the she.
The terminal has detected the appearance of an unknown.
Sandrone? So we don't. It hasn't. The exact mechanisms of it have not been explained. However, in this trailer, the final gift, we see that Sandrone's creator Alain left her a final gift that it pretty much gave her a mystery mouse tool. It was like, yeah, here's a totem of undying if you ever need it. Like that was his final gift for her before Alain died. And so yeah, now she's there are multiple parts to it apparently, which we'll learn about, I'm assuming, when the patch goes live. However, I'm just accepting it. Honestly, I'm. That's what that was. Yeah, exactly. The part of this like larger gift.
My final and most important gift.
Yeah. His ability for her to live on.
Your gift has been received, Ellen.
That's the implication there, at least. Okay, so this is giving me... This is giving me Outer Wilds, actually. Polonia better not be turned into some fucking keychain for us. I would love a keychain Polonia. That'd be so cute. This is... Okay. This is giving me, like, Outer Wilds. This is just straight out of a fucking, like... This is, like, giving me mix of, like, Final Fantasy VII and, like, Destiny and, like, Death Star. Oh, because they were talking about it being a fucking weapon, right? Yeah. Turn the moon into a space-based weapon. So... Are we talking... My question is, like, are we talking, like, orbital defense system? Like, trying to keep interlocutors out? Or is it, like... Why is the moon always a weapon and or a god? Because it's you have to think, how long did we spend as humanity looking up at the sky, seeing this big ass circle and not knowing what it was? So it's actually really, really, really common in many mythologies to mythologize the moon, because that's the part of what religion does. Like, what religion stands, like, the purpose of religion is for us to largely understand the world around us that we don't really fully realize, or we don't understand. And so there's a lot of mythological stories around there about the moon. And so that's part of the reason why it shows up so much in media, is because it's just this, like, magical, mystical thing that just kind of exists in our lives that we didn't understand for a very long time. It's also just cool. It's fucking sick. I think it's sick. I know we got Miss, but why do we have Miss anymore? I mean, to an extent, nowadays it's just storytelling, but it's this idea of, just because, like, how much of our society is shaped by, like, our culture is shaped by things that we thought and said, that, like, humanity thought and said and did before we understood stuff. So a lot of cultural perceptions of, like, the moon or the sun, the stars, just things above that we didn't once, but we weren't once able to understand, that sticks around, especially in, like, in Chinese. So don't have this anymore. That's how we got missing. Why we don't? Oh yeah, why we don't have? Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, we don't have this anymore because we have the ability to, like, it's just what like science is for now.
Into a space-based weapon.
I already learned the truth at the moon's core.
But also part of it is definitely just try like like part of it is very much at least in Genshin Chinese influence because the moon has a lot of like symbolic importance in Chinese specifically. But
As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness. She is the key to activating Project Moongazer. That Dragon. As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness.
okay.
A space-based weapon.
I already learned the truth at the moon's core. As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness. She.
This is where we fought briefly in the first tutorial boss fight, right? What? Boss fight? Boss fight? Just that there.
Is the key
That's
to
so cool.
activating Project Moongazer. Don't go, Columbina.
No. That line alone just makes me like, aw. She's like, all of her facades are gone. She's like, please don't go.
Activating Project Moongazer. Don't go, Columbina.
We better get to see the moon fire a big ass laser. The moon is a deadly laser. I don't know if we will. Gay, yes. I think I have a cat hair in my mouth. Little fucking Pippin. Yeah, no, very, very much. Tonight we are going to the moon.
Knew what this order would cost from the beginning.
Do we have voice? Oh, that's Aria. Okay. Big boss fight.
Calling for help. The spaceship's our only chance.
Project Moongazer. It responded to me.
I have a certain feeling about how she views that descender.
How are we gonna talk to Aria? They're like, what? Hold on. They're not okay. The moon goddesses are like stuck in the whatever the time weird time place. We can't get to them unless we get back there somehow. The moon is eternal, but like that doesn't change the fact that they're imprisoned in a place that is designed for them to not like we can't get there. The fact that we met them in the first place was a fucking miracle. Were they absorbed? No, they were they lended her their, if I remember correctly. They just gave her their power so she could return. They're still just fucking imprisoned.
Len said is true, then I'm about to be born anew.
Unless
If what Len said is true, then I'm about
3 shooting stars.
to be
With capsules with moons on them?
born anew. Inverted.
I have to go rewatch it.
Formula. Reversion.
I love how this patch is literally called Sunny Summer Fontanalia, you know, the film festival. And then you also go to the fucking moon. Like, oh no. Filler patch, exactly. Welcome to filler patch bullshit, gang. 100% just a filler patch. I really hope. How the fuck does Game Theory already have a goddamn video on? It came out like 2 days ago, bro. Come the fuck on. Anyways, dude, the discourse. Some of the discourse I've seen about this goddamn episode drives me fucking wild. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hilarious to me. It's named this when the actual patch the actual patch we're going to the goddamn moon. I found the voice line already. We will look into it. Yeah.
Paimon, come in. Paimon.
Shush. Okay, let us pull these up. Let me pull these up real quick. No, alacrity, go away. Didn't want to do you. Bismarck, I am literally fucking streaming, dude. You can chill. Oh, media link. Okay. So, Phantom has provided us. Will she show up at the pause menu? That is a good question. I really hope. Part of me kind of hopes she doesn't. Imagine how uncanny that would be. I think we've actually had that happen before, right? Everyone knew we had it so we could pause the game, but Paimon doesn't show up. Doesn't that happen like Carrie Bear or something? Anyways, so this first one is why Phantom believes the message from deep space is the Voyager Nibelung. So, unable to suppress the wonder and sorrow welling up from within, she delivered a solemn pronouncement unto its ruler. I have seen the lightless end tearing through star clusters like a spindle among silken threads. I have seen how the cold tide of chaos drowns out all songs, so that good and evil alike vanish into silence. And yet, my kind, gentle king, will you still refuse to abandon your people, forsake this world fated for ruin, and journey with me beyond the stars? Yet thus did the proud dragon reply, O friend from a distant world, I thank you for imparting these truths from beyond the skies. But though in your eyes they may seem ignorant creatures, to me they are very meaning of this universe. If the tide of oblivion must come, then let my bones be the bulwark that shields from this realm. Bear witness to the path I have chosen, for I shall lead my people onward to the stars. At Astra Abasosk, Shoquadal has a business with the Moon Project, request info, Hisi Island, and it would make sense if it was about one of the Dragon Lords. Where are we getting the it pronoun from? Like, was that in... trailer?
Deep space.
It uses he. After the Pioneer landed, he began to explore the moon and circumlunar zone. He received a mysterious signal from deep space. The moon being a weapon?
Of an unknown individual. Its purpose was to turn the moon into a space.
Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're talking about now. Its purpose was to turn the moon into a space-based weapon. I don't think that would be Nibelung then, though. Because Nibelung doesn't give me I'm going to turn the moon into a deadly fucking laser vibes. However, its purpose could be a reference. I know, I think, unless this is like trailer deception fuckery, it's got to be a person or a sentient being, instead of an object. And that object or that being would be this detected the appearance of an unknown individual. Do they have heavenly principles check one of the moons and reuse it as weapons? Said by Nicole. I actually need to go looking through Nicole's voice lines more. I haven't actually done that yet. I haven't actually started digging through that because like that's if it is, then that would be really interesting that would be heavenly principles doing it. Faunus pronouns have been tricky. Yeah. Faunus's pronouns are whatever's funniest for the bit.
Of an unknown individual. Its purpose was to turn the moon into a space-based weapon.
Yeah, we'll have to say about that. Anyways, the second one that you sent, Phantom, was this thing. Was this voice line from Nicole. Nibelung would eventually discover that her disloyalty. He had all three imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight against the heavenly principles. Okay. So that's where it gets weird. Oh no, I remember that now. No, I remember this now. Of turning the moons into a weapon. But yeah, Nibelung doesn't... Incorrect pronouns. We also have to think that whoever did this... Okay, so first of all, what's throwing me off the most about this trailer, about this sequence of the trailer specifically, is because I'm assuming Eggy is talking in present tense. Like, it has detected right now. Like, present perfect. It has detected. The terminal has detected.
The terminal has detected the
appearance of an unknown individual. Unless this is like a recording from like this is like a Dead Space style like voice recording, but I don't know. Its purpose was to turn the moon into a space-based weapon. Like, these have gotta be like completely disparate voice lines. I don't know. That's weird. This is giving me this boss is giving me like Breath of the Wild vibes.
Spaceship's our only chance.
Project Moongazer.
Okay, so the ship here.
Spaceship's our only chance.
What is it firing off? Because these are the Primo Gem shape. So I'm saying additional modifications. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It responded to me.
I have a certain feeling about how she views.
About how she views that Descender. Talking about us?
That descender.
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be... born in...
RBCS 3 rejected my pull request. Why even bother? RIP! Back to the drawing board, fucker!
new. Inverted. World formula...
Yeah, and then World for fucking anime power move, and then game over. Okay. I so badly want to get my hands on this fucking version because what the fuck does any of that mean?
One client, two
The fact that we had the goddamn we had the Temple of Space, and now we're getting the goddamn moon. Like, how is Snezhnaya gonna top this shit?
Huh?
Like, how do you physically top any of those?
Go!
I'm excited though. I'm so ready to just get my fucking... Okay, point though. I'm kind of looking at stuff here. Oh, hi. One of these things exist. This area actually has enemies.
Shower me with gravity! Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Okay. Anyways, looking around though, like, don't those look like the elevator? Like that pillar right there. Holy shit, sensitive. Like that reminds me a lot of the elevator that we see in the trailer.
Osmanthus wine tastes the
Shut
same
the
as
fuck
I
up, Zhongli.
But where are those?
Shush. Like, are there any bases that we can see? Yeah, exactly. Look. That is like. It's a lease in my idol. Like that's almost like one for one what we see in the trailer, right? Even down to like the shattered part of it. It's just more fantasy futuristic. Where is it?
And circumlunar zone. One day.
Also, this is like this is shit out of like out of Spirited Away.
While in the circumlunar zone, he received
Wait. It's right before it. Here we go. It looks like a more sci-fi version of these structures that we see in the Temple of Space. Get it? Temple of Space, and then one of the structures that we see. It's in space. Get it? So it's like
Tea parties are
it's
a
very
must for the
celestial.
well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Girl, you would love Sandrone. Like, am I cooking or? Or am I like Hu Tao cooking? Because like otherwise the like the architecture we see is pretty different here compared to what we see on the moon. I mean, at least color-wise. But like from the snippets we've seen, we haven't seen very much in the form of these sorts of structures. Because like we know that architecture is a very like an important part of communicating in this game certain things.
Gather.
Nice and spicy. Yoo-hoo!
It's like the exact style of it. Obviously, the style feels way more sci-fi, I guess. Yeah, no, it does. It feels way more Natlanese than it does celestial, really. Because this is just pure celestial architecture. This is kind of its own thing. There's also a lot of circles going on here. Like, circles are a huge motif in the design here. Whereas this is kind of more, you know, geometric. Everything going on here is very geometric, cube-esque. This is just all these circles. Circle, circle, circle. Like, look at... Oh, wow. I'm just now realizing, like, how... pervasive that is.
After the pioneer landed,
You look at that. We're inside of a circle.
he began to explore the moon
That
and
one.
circumlunar zone.
Obviously the fucking planet. This is the only shot that I see that doesn't have an explicitly stated like, oh, here's a big ass fucking circle. Or a lot of them.
While in the circumlunar zone, he received a mysterious signal from deep space.
All I want is to go.
Mysterious signal from deep space.
There's the ring around it.
All I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alain wanted me to inherit.
We got the Sandrone stuff. It also sort of reminds me of, at least this sequence. was behind it.
Reversed moon.
This has the mirage of like like the illusion of the moon behind it. Okay, that's the elevator. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's kind of giving me Enka. Like what is it? But the like the bowels of serpent or some shit. Like what is it? Hold on. Serpent's bowels. Yeah, it's like this sequence right here. Like this run up. Evernight. we 2022 out here, fucking 2021, 2022 out here straight up. Foreshadowing HSR. Like this looks like it's holding to that.
Terminal has detected.
Like that's I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that shot looks like it's like a little holder. Yeah, going Shoal since 1.0. Oh shit, yeah, no, true. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyways. Yeah, this shot holds like it looks like it's holding up Teyvat in like a planetarium. Like one of those like planet, like those solar system models that you see.
Detected the appearance of an unknown individual.
Yeah, and then now look again, circle, circle, circle. I feel like I'm playing those right now.
Purpose was determined.
Click those circles to the beat. Like, oh my god. Okay, this is a very big design motif, and I want to know what they're doing with it.
Weapon.
Look at that.
I already learned the truth at the moon's core. As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness. She is the key to activating Project Moongazer.
Not the pillar, not the column fellows. It's funny because I was talking to Quinn earlier about it, about part 2. I was like, because she sent me like a tier list of like who is the most powerful JoJo's like villains, and it was like she has like Cars up an ass, and I'm like, I always forget that Cars is just like fucking busted.
Don't go, Columbina. We knew what this order would cost from the beginning.
If Columbina is calling for help, the spaceship's our only chance.
Project Moongazer. It responded to me.
I have a certain feeling about how she views.
Part 2 in general is just strange.
World formula.
Okay. Whack. Voice narcissynchroids. What, like? Are you just saying somebody's voiced saying it, or like? Are you saying the quest is gonna be voiced? I swear to God, if that's what you mean. Oh, just Jacob and Renee. Okay, fair enough. Cars discover that life is, in fact, a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. What a movie. Yeah, I don't. That's yeah, the architecture that we see in that trailer does not match up with this. But the issue too is that it's like hold on, there's a thing. Ooh, come over here. Yeah, it's way more dragon-like.
Is it?
Ah! Sorry, you're down. I forgot this game has fall damage. This is cool.
Jackpot.
Will hate you, Tad. No, don't you even dare suggest such a thing. My comfort creature. How dare you even imply I hate her. Cars are sporting again. Where did that come from? Oh wait, hold on. Favorite Pixar movie? Cars? Swear to God. Okay. Aha, I see. Bonk. Oh, it fucking doesn't let you. That's ridiculous. Okay, we climb. Boop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know. I have like, there's so much that we could be theorizing about, but we're just gonna have to. Ugh. I don't think I've been this excited for anything Genshin related, like this consistently excited. I don't think I've ever been this consistently excited. And Fontaine's, everyone told me the same thing, it's just a normal sword, no one seems to know is exhibited here. Okay, sure. I don't think I've ever just in general been this excited for Genshin for this long, I think. Like, right? Like, I don't, when was the last time I just don't think I've ever been really, I don't know, because like Vulcan Moon has kept up the pace so well for so long, right? That like now it's just like I thought we would have to have like a crash of like interest in this before. Oh my God, 8 days. Okay. We're gonna have a while before we're able to actually do shit. I'm used to having our HSR quest take so fucking long that like I'm gonna have another week where I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Like, what the fuck am I? What the fuck do I do for next week? Like, what do I play? Like, what do I stream? I'll figure something out. But yeah. Geoguessr? No. Oh my god. Anyways, I think that is all we got. May I propose Signalis? I think that's actually a proper, that's a good train game. Silk Song is actually pretty good. The train game server has actually been pretty dead recently, unfortunately. So I don't know if that'll be a thing we do much more of in the future. We'll see, obviously, but we've got like, I do got Silk Song I gotta play. I do have Signalis. I can make you guys play if I want. I can make you guys suffer through To the Moon because that's like a one stream game. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. To the Moon is like, hold on. To the Moon is like it's like a 4-hour game. To make you guys suffer, just as hype for the patch. To prepare for the patch, I'm going to subject you guys to emotional torment. It's genuinely such a good game. It's incredibly meaningful. It's actually how I learned about autism, like as a concept, because it's an old game, and my first experience of it was watching Markiplier play it however many years ago. And I was quite young, and that game, like, one of the characters is autistic, but they never actually say it. So yeah, it's really interesting. But very good game. Maybe we play that. Maybe we play Silk Song. Maybe we play Geoguessr stream is a wedding gift for me in 10 years. Hey, okay. I'm not like, okay. Maybe if I had you on stream, we would do Geoguessr. I am just so bad at Geoguessr. I don't know how I would make it interesting. I don't know. Anyways. I'll figure it out. I will definitely figure something out. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm excited for this new patch. And yeah, I will see you guys. Every time you fail Geoguessr, do something still. Oh god no. Oh god no. I would suck. I would be so bad. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. So, bye-bye, y'all.